how it felt to be state champions. Well, you must have heard by now that the girls' cross-country team are state champions. We caught up with the coach and the girls, and we asked Coach Terry how it felt to be state champions.
It still has not hit me yet that we're state champion. I've always felt after the season, okay, what do we do to catch up? And this year we don't have to catch up, but we have to continue to improve. But for now, I'm going to enjoy it. This year's team obviously is very good with the first state championship in 31 years. We've come a long way. And then we realized just how good we were the very first meet of the year when we went down to Edmond and defeated Deer Creek, Mustang, Elgin, Bishop McGinnis the first time out, and won our first legitimate meet in years, and kind of had a good feeling that this team, if we stay healthy and continue on, was going to be very good this year. And when they put the new banners up and you saw 1986, I told Lance Parks, I said, I'm glad you left room because there's going to be one that said 2017 this year.
Well, Bishop Kelly Cross Country has not won a state championship since 1986. So it's been 31 years. So this championship is special for us, but also for a lot of the BKXC alums and for the whole Bishop Kelly community, because it's something that hasn't been done in a long time. So it's a great experience to bring home the trophy.
I knew as soon as I looked around and saw that I had 3 teammates in front of me and one right behind me. I mean, as like 10 seconds after I crossed the line, I remember shouting at Jenna, saying Jenna, and just smiling at her because I knew we won.
It was a really hard race, so just to be able to finish in the top 15 was felt great. And then after I finished, I looked back at one of our seniors, Mary Ziegler, and she was smiling, so I had a really good feeling.
I turned around and I saw Sarah in the same chute line as me, and then a little bit further, a few places, I saw Jenna, so I had a really good idea trying to compare to where we placed with our other 2 top competitors, Elgin and Claremore, and I knew.
It feels great. It was such a big accomplishment. Yeah, definitely.
This season, a lot of our prayers at pasta dinners or before races or in practice, we've ended them with the phrase, Lord, help us to give all the glory to you. So this championship means a lot to us. Every race we write on our hands the verse Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So we're just trying to remember that all the glory goes to Jesus.
So a successful season for boys cross country. We caught up with some of the team and the coach to hear what they had to say.
It's been good. We ended up on a high note. It was a little up and down, but the guys worked hard, had a great group of seniors, and to compete and finish the way we did, I was really proud of the guys.
The race itself, it was a team effort. Matthew Gibson was right behind me, Ryan was right behind him. We couldn't have done it without everyone.
Check.
The first 2 miles were, again, a little rough, but the last mile was it was a good one to just hold on to and definitely be able to run with my #1 runner, so that was a good feeling.
The season's been overall really successful. Like, we've won at least 1 meet. We've done a lot better than last year with getting 3rd at state.
It's been a lot of hard work. We definitely put in a lot more miles this year, and we've really emphasized the effort and hard work, so definitely paid off.
Is the successful girls cross country team. The first time that Bishop Kelly has won the state championship for girls cross country. Can you believe, since 1986, 31 years. Well done to the girls, well done to the boys as well, who finished 3rd in state. Congratulations to coaches Terry Stupp for the girls and Ryan Smith for the boys. We are very, very proud of them here at Bishop Kelly. Welcoming everybody to Angelo Prassa Field for tonight's matchup between the Tahlequah Tigers and your Bishop Kelly Comets. Now, these 2 did meet last year in the playoffs, and the Comets were successful in Tahlequah. Tonight, if the Comets can win this matchup, they will definitely host in the playoffs right here in 7 days' time, next Friday. And of course, we will be here with BKTV.live. So, over now with about 7.5 minutes to kick off to your commentary team tonight, which are Coach Axe and, first of all, the play-by-play voice of Sam Harbin.
And I'm Coach Axe.
This is BKTV.live. Folks, it is senior night. Great night, as you can kind of feel the electricity in the air as with your Comets are taking on the Tahlequah Tigers. Last time these two teams met last year, Comets were victorious 20-7, but things are a little different this year as the Comets won the district last year. This time they're fighting for a second, and then also too, everyone's fighting for a position now because the playoffs start next week. It's going to be real interesting, as you can see the fans in the stands and everyone's making their way in. It is a very, very overcast night as the rain has held off, which is a good thing, but yet it's very cool, and it's been misting off and on. As you can see, our student section is in full force. Coach, looking forward to this game tonight. I kind of got some things. You kind of look at the Tahlequah's history, as I was able to look some things up. The road struggles have been pretty mightily for them since looking at the record since 2004. They are 20-50 on the road.
Wow.
Yes. So, and with the Comets, like the song says, there's no place like home. The Comets are 48-22 at home. So things, if we're looking at records, things should bode well for the Comets. Some things to watch, Coach. You're just kind of looking around. As you can see, our cheerleaders in our inflatable helmet, but you have to see that inflatable tiger that the Tahlequah brought with them. Really that thing is crazy big. I mean, it's literally standing half the size of the goalpost.
It did. You're right. If he put his paws up,
he would be the goalpost.
As tall as the goalpost. That's annoying.
So. It's real interesting, but just a couple of things we definitely want to talk about. Some things to watch. Basically, senior night. So your emotions, you got to keep your emotions in check. I mean, a lot of stirred up energy. Families here. Some parents, grandparents, great grandparents, possible have come far and near. Then you got those that are watching on BKTV.live. So you don't want to do your best. So you get amped up, but got to be careful. You don't want to get too amped up because then that gets you out of position.
Well, I think as a senior, I think you really know how badly you want to win this game, being that it's senior night, your last, regular season game. Now, second place in the playoffs, we host a playoff game.
Yes.
So, opportunity to have another home game and accomplish that on your senior night. This is a great night. I mean, I just talked, there's so many grandparents and parents and other family members that have traveled long distances to come see their grandchild play this senior game, and as well, it's just wonderful to see because the leadership out of this group has been tremendous. The skill, the athleticism, the amount that they have contributed to this team has been really amazing, and I know they're going to come out in full force, ready to go tonight.
Almost definitely. And another thing I was talking about is some of the little notes I kind of made for myself here is we just kind of hit on playing for position. Everyone's looking for a playoff spot. Everyone wants to get in. So you definitely got to bring your game because, second place is always a good thing. Fourth place kind of puts you on the road, and no one wants to start the playoffs on the road. So, again, you got to look at Coweta. I think of Tigers and guys Coweta in the brain, but Tahlequah, they have nothing to lose right now. I mean, they have the same record as the Comets, but also, too, they know they have much to play for because they're wanting in the playoffs. But if they come in with that nothing to lose, as you can see the lovely senior night 2017 signed, you come in with nothing to lose, it makes you a very dangerous team because normally when you see teams with nothing to lose, as you see our lovely student section growing and growing, more trick plays, more guys flying around the ball, taking more risks that you probably would normally take during the regular season.
Yeah, and I think you might see that these two teams, ours and theirs, it was probably pretty equal on paper, probably as far as wins and losses go. I mean, they did lose to Claremore 10-0, so they did not score any points against Claremore. So Claremore really had their number, offensively. So I think that our defense is going to do really well tonight. It could be a scoring fest, though.
Yes.
It just depends on how defense comes out and plays this particular game. But I do think that's a pretty even team. The two teams are pretty even, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch this game. I think it's going to be a really good battle for that coveted, really second place spot in the playoffs in the district.
As your seniors are coming out, and all the seniors tonight are coming out hand in hand. As for the Tahlequah Tigers, looking at them, you can see the number 4 is going to be Seth Berry. Number 5 is going to be Caden Aldridge, and as the quarterback, number 10 is going to be Braxton Stoop. And we'll stop. I would just call him Stop. I don't think I call him Stoop. And number 7?
13.
Number 13, thank you. It's going to be Brian Resch. For the Comets, as you can see him walking out, is going to be number 78, and that's going to be Davis Goverick. Number 77, Hudson Rucker. Number 34, Bryce Alonzo. And number 14, Jake McMurray. And, again, we're about to have the coin toss. You definitely want to I say you don't want the ball first. I say you get your defense on the field, kind of get them revved up, burn some of that energy off of them because they're going to be hyped. So, plus you'll see what you're looking at, what you're up against as well.
Well, we know we're going to be up against a pretty fast quarterback.
Yes.
So it's a pretty fast-moving offense. They looks like from their offense they try and do some tricky stuff like a run-pass option type offense where you're going to see the quarterback make a decision to hand off to the running back, or they're going to make a decision to pass the football.
Yeah.
So you might get to see some things like that where defense is going to have to play their assignments. Also, I want to see if we're going to be running some stunts tonight on defense. I'd like to see some stunts, some gap exchanges with defensive linemen, with the nose tackle and the linebackers, and even the outside guys, the edge guys. Seeing some gap exchange stunts there would be nice to see. Kind of get a little aggressive with them to kind of mess up that backfield, mess up that run pass option that they might try and run against us. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens.
Well, Coach, just as we talked about, we should want them to get the ball first, so our defense take the field. They won the toss and they want the ball first.
All right.
So Tahlequah will have the ball first as we get ready to kick this thing off. As we just had a nice screen display of all of our seniors on the big board over there, and they all kind of got to be mentioned and noticed as we get ready for the national anthem, and you get another shot at that large tiger, inflatable tiger there.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this game, we thank you for the opportunity to praise you for your goodness. We ask you to bless these athletes and coaches, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Tonight, Lord, we pray for thanksgiving for our seniors and the gifts they share with us. Lead them and all of us to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. Mary, Queen of Peace, St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts.
Some of you may know her from NBC's The Voice, Team Blake. She recently was selected by Sam Hunt as the Grammys as the country's one to watch with the Grammys Amplifier Award. You may have seen her opening for acts like Blake Shelton, Chris Young, Jake Owen, and Big and Rich this year, or you may have seen her as one of the viral videos on Facebook or Instagram. Please welcome Bishop Kelly alum Adley Stone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, folks, that was a great job.
I'll tell you what, I've heard the national anthem 3 times today. That's the 3rd time I've heard it, which was just awesome. 2 times by the Marine Band at Marine recruit headquarters in San Diego when my son graduated from boot camp. And tonight,
congratulations on that, actually.
Thank you. And that was absolutely beautiful. That girl, she got a great voice.
Believe it or not, I got a chance to meet her mother, actually, and her, I believe her last name was Stump. Terry Stump works with all the cheerleaders, and I've been working with her for quite some time. And then, believe it or not, I've gotten to know her, and when she was telling me about her daughter, and my wife just got a chance to see her. As you can see, Tahlequah coming on the field now with the massive Tiger blow-up. Again, Coach, like you said.
Yeah, it's time to get that thing deflated and off our field.
I love it. You are a true
there he
coach.
goes.
Boy, it's amazing. They deflate him. He goes down head
That's
first.
pretty fast.
Yeah, he just falls flat on his face, actually.
Boom.
Here
we go, baby.
Here comes the Comets as they break through the BK and through the coming out with the American flag. As we definitely prepare next week, I believe it is the Veterans Weekend. So, but they've come out with the flag every home game. So, but I'm really curious to see how this is going to come out because both sides have something to play for here. So.
Well, it's going to be really exciting. It's a great night for high school football. I mean, the temperature is nice and crisp and cool out. You know, we do have the overcast. I mean, the wind is really not going to be a factor tonight. It looks like. I mean, there's no wind in the flag going on the field there at the other end of the field. So, you know, I'd like to see us throw the ball a lot tonight. You know, I'd like to see us.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Get the ball in the air tonight and get to. I know Corey Lewis is ready to go. He had that knee surgery. So our receiver core is going to be in full force tonight. So the opportunity to throw the ball is going to be a great one, I think. And I think we can beat their secondary. I think our speed and our receiver core can really beat their secondary, and they're going to get some open receivers tonight.
Well, one of the things I did kind of tell myself as I was looking at some of the notes and everything to this game, I think if we can make us up our play calling and keep the defense on their heels, that opens up the passing game even more. And if we can get some guys deep, because O.C. Walker, that little hitch pass he did last week, it was pretty much there so if we can pretty much expose them, passing the ball, we just make things even better running the ball. So kicking off will be number 10, Stravoski for the Comets. Back deep for Tahlequah. Can't see their numbers just yet, but looks like here we go here. And this one is underway. High end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken by number 20, and he has some speed, and he has some block and runs it to his own man, still on his feet, and he gets around the 40. There's a flag, so this is coming back as he's thrown out of bounds. And so the flag is thrown about the 22-yard line, but, man, that kid got around the corner pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we had kicked that. I mean, usually what we've been doing was kicking high and short.
Yeah.
Because we have some really good speed on that side of the football when we're kicking to that side. So it seemed like, against Hale, we had the idea of kicking it really high and short. We get there and we make a good cover, but it looks like we want to try and pin them deep. And it looks like that's what we're going to be able to do with some penalties.
Yes, indeed. On the return was number 20, Day Leathers. So it was going to be holding against the Tigers. They will have the ball first and 10. Ball will be placed on the opposite side of the 20, about the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. So on the field comes the Tigers. Leading the way is going to be that quarterback that we saw so much of last year, number 5, Caden Aldridge.
Well, and he likes to take the football. He likes
Yes,
to
he
take
does.
the football, use that running back and that wing, that up back right there as his blockers. And the
he's gonna
decoy
keep it
is the
himself,
motion.
And there goes the option, and we had nobody for the quarterback. Someone took the pitch, man, and he goes down. But after he picks up about 15 on that play.
And that's exactly what they like to do. I mean, that's really their bread and butter play. They got the up back that's going to come around on the edge. They've got the running back that's going to come around on the edge. The running back that's standing right next to him, number 13.
Yeah.
And that number 5's got a ton of speed, and he's going to go. That's what they like to do.
Jack Griffin on that tackle, so another first down, the first down for the Tigers on a 15-yard scamper by Mr. Aldridge. He has his running back in the back, and they're going to have a flag, false start. It looks like somebody moved. Yes, they're going to call it on the offensive line, so we're going to have a false start on the offense, back them up 5 yards, and, of course, their other hands in the air like, me? Really? Me? So, you know how we feel about that, so.
Yeah, hey, yeah, once you get set, you can't move.
Yeah, that offensive lineman, yeah, once you get set, if you put your hand down early, I don't care what they're doing behind you, you can't move. So first down 15 for the Tigers. He has a man coming in motion. Gets the snap, fakes it, and he's going to keep it himself. He's trying to find place to run.
Got to stop.
And they're going to get him this time. Wrap him up and bring him down for a gain of about 1. Ike Slayton along with number 12 for the Comets, and that's going to be Mr. Stephen Collins in there on that tackle as well.
A good job by defense, staying at home, recognizing the fake. They had 2 fakes in there. They got one on the jet sweep fake. They got one on the running back, and then the quarterback decides to keep it and go up the middle, and it ain't going to happen. We're going to stay home and have some discipline on defense.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Jack Culver as well as Mr. Cozart was in there on that tackle as well.
That's the backside of the play right there where the quarterback tried to run the football on that gap.
So it'll be second down to about 13 as he's going to roll to his right. And he's looking to throw. He's being chased by Bryce Alonso. Bryce gets it, and the ball goes in and out of the hands of the receiver. But, boy, Bryce Alonso put all kinds of pressure on him.
Oh, I like to see Bryce Alonso just about catches him and takes him down.
Oh, he did. He reached out, tried to stiff arm him away, but Bryce grabbed him.
Showing those wheels, getting out there and pursuing that quarterback, man. He got a hold of him.
Yes, most indeed. So it's going to make it third down at about 13, possible 14. So see if the Comets can get him off the field here. I mean, we kind of got away with that holding offsides. He pushed them back after that big first down. They're going to show trips to the left now, to the short side of the field. I think he's going to run this. I don't see him.
Yeah, option.
Yeah, he's trying to option. He wants to, and he does get the option off, and no one's there. And will jump in the air past Jack Griffin, and he will pick up the first down to running back number 13 for the Tigers, Brian Risch.
Well, we had quarterback. Unfortunately, we did not have a pitch defender out there for the pitch man, so he was able to get that going and get it outside.
So you definitely got to contain the pitch man. That option thing is so treacherous because everyone has to have their person, and if one person missed, you get stuff like that. That was third and about 13, and he picked up 14 on that play. He jumped and was able to get it because Griffin was closing in on him. As you can see, he's going to hand it off to his running back this time. He's looking for a place to go and nothing. No, he got by the first wave. Yeah, they wrapped him up and everything, but he was able to squeeze through. He's going to get 2 out of that play. So it's going to make it second down and about 8, maybe 7. See what they give it. Yeah. So second down and 8. He was just gang tackled. It was the first wave shot through, and then he got by that first wave, and it wasn't much, but then he got brought down by the second wave. So I'm sure he's going to probably run an option to the wide side of the field here. As he looked to the sideline, he gets his play. He has 2 running backs in the backfield with him this time. Yep, he's looking to pitch. He cuts inside, and he's dancing around, and they're going to grab him, and they're going to wrap him up this time, and they finally blow the whistle, and they stop it. And I talked to one of the coach. I talked to the head coach, Panna, and he told me this quarterback is going to OU. He's a catcher. He plays baseball.
Is that a fact?
Yes, and he's going to OU as a catcher. So third down and a long 4 for the Tigers.
So far, defensive line's doing an outstanding job. Defensive line not getting pushed back off the field, getting off their blocks, getting in gaps, making tackles up the middle. So far, Tahlequah not much success up the middle between the tackles.
And that's what they're trying to exploit, but they're going to probably go around the end, and he's trying to go off tackle, and he does. He will have the first down after a gain of about 7 on that play. Upended by the Comets, Jack Barkley, along with number 45 for the Comets, Ike Slayton. And they're marching down the field here.
Ike Slayton, a senior this year, one of our seniors.
But definitely, we want to say shout out to all the parents, grandparents of our seniors. We greatly appreciate calling their names and calling each game this season. And those who are able to watch but cannot tweet in, we thank you. We appreciate you for watching and listening. Hope we're doing you proud as a quarterback's going to keep this. And he goes down. He slips and goes down, trying to fake out Davis Goverick, and he just slipped and fell.
Davis Goverick, another one of our seniors, just got an offer from Monroe State, I believe is the name of the school.
Okay.
Just got an offer there to play football. He's really looking to play football at the next level. And he's got some size and strength and speed to go and do that, that's for sure.
Oh, most definitely. So that was great. He knew he wasn't going to outrun him. So it's going to be second down now Second down and about 14, make it 15 on that slip.
Looks like Price is coming out for some sort of equipment issue.
No, yeah, it's good to see that he's not hurt because it was, let alone, he's kind of been, fighting every time he come out with like an arm or something, but he is staying in there and he is staying at it. So second down and about 16 here for the Tigers. As you can hear the cowbells are ring-a-ling-a-linging. They finally get the play in. They're going to go back to trips to the short side of the field here. And he is actually back to pass, if you can believe it. Screenplay, and he was wide open. And his running back is trying to get away. He's going to be thrown down. Great tackle, open field tackle. Yes, indeed. Collins on the tackle, number 12, but Leathers on the reception, and he did not get much out of that play. It looks like he was going to get a lot because it was so wide open.
Well, it was a good job by Stephen Collins to close that distance because we didn't have any defenders around that receiver.
No, we didn't. We had no one around.
It was a good job for Stephen to come up and make that open field tackle.
So it's third down and 13. See if the Comets can get these guys off the field because third down has been our Achilles. Unfortunately, we have not been able to get this team off the field. They've been able to convert first downs on all third downs that they've had so far on this drive. And he's going to keep it again, and there he goes. He's looking, and he's going to be brought down short. Yes, bringing him down from behind is going to be Ike Slayton. We've called him a lot tonight already. So it's going to be fourth down and about 5 now, make it 4th and 6. And they're going for it. They're not walking off the field. They're not going to punt this one. Oh, wait a minute. They might. Nope. They're changing, but they're not getting off the field here.
All right, here we go.
I'm thinking a hard count here, or a squib kick.
Yeah, they've definitely got to overload. They've got plenty of blockers to our right side of the football there with that back, number 44, number 4, number 20.
They're going to call timeout, yeah. They tried to confuse us to see if they could do something, but I think they're going to punt this one away. Short, maybe have the quarterback, pooch kick it and put us deeper.
Yeah, I mean, they really think that they're going to be able to block it. They're going to be able to send a lot of blockers over to one of our edge sides and get around there or get in between just outside the tackle. So we definitely want to make sure that we're controlling gaps on that off-tackle gap and also the edge gap. Man, it's tough to do. I mean, sometimes if you might be the only player that's going to be managing both of those gaps.
Yes.
So getting off your block and getting to your assignment is going to be really key against this team because they're a really powerful offense. Although they're making some mistakes tonight, but and I think defense is really doing a good job so far.
No, most definitely. So that timeout helps the Comets because they can regroup and get everybody set. I still think they're going for this thing because the quarterback is right back on the field and he has both his running backs. He brought back number 4 Barry along with number 20 Leathers. So they're going for this thing. I can see a pooch kick out of this. Yeah, but I see them going for it here. Yep, and there he's going for it. Quick pass across the middle.
Oh, and he catches it.
Did he catch it? Yes, he did. They're going to have a completion, quick slant. And there's going to be a gain of about 8 on that play. So first down on a 4th down attempt, and they're going to have the ball at the 24-yard line. So they're deep in commentary as this drive has been moving right along. So
it's a tough route to defend. I mean, you really got to be on the receiver super, super tight.
Yes, indeed. As they give it to the running back, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down by Barkley as Leathers gains about 6 on that play. Barkley brings him down. So second down, they're going to give him 5 on that. So it'll be second down and 5. Comet defense, they've been making some stops when they need to, but they haven't been able to get these guys off the field.
They're getting some of the big plays away from them.
Yes, they are.
You got to keep your focus in your defensive assignment. Every single play, you can't let up.
And they're going to run option again, wide side of the field. He cuts inside, and right there to bring him down this time. Yes, indeed. And it's going to be this time.
Yeah, Philip Wolfslayer's in there as well, one of our linebackers.
Yes, indeed, and he was able to get him, and that's going to be 3rd and 1. So, and I'm not sure how good their field goal kicker is, but they definitely, they're probably going to wind up going for it no matter what because I don't see them actually trying to kick a field goal here tonight. So 3rd and 1, they've been able to get. This is the shortest 3rd down attempt they had, and they're going to get it.
Oh,
no, he bounces outside.
Oh, we had him.
Yep, they had him wrapped up, and he bounced outside, and he will get in the end zone for the score. He sure did. They had him piled up, and he was trying to fight his way inside, got pushed outside, and no one was there, and he just turned the corner and went into the end zone.
Yep. Tough to bring down that number 5.
Yeah, Aldridge, I'm sorry, Caden Aldridge, very tough to bring down. So he should probably be a really good catcher when he gets to Oklahoma, because I don't think anyone's going to run this kid over.
I don't think so.
He says, you can come. And the extra point attempt, I don't know how we did not block that, but we got it through because big old number 7.
Big Davis, he got his big old paws up there,
yes,
didn't he,
he did, man.
I'd like to see him block an extra point. That'd be nice.
Oh, man, he jumped back there so fast. I was like, whoa. So with 4:14 left in the first quarter, the Tigers get the ball, march down the field, and they lead the Comets 7-0. They ate up a lot of the first quarter running the ball. They threw, 2 pass attempts?
Right.
Completed one and missed the other one, but other than that, and the one they completed was the one they needed. It was that 4th down.
Yeah, so now offense needs to turn on their game right here and see what we can do against this defense. I think we're going to be able to move the football on them. I mean, you saw Claremore score. Claremore scored 10 on them. I think we're going to be able. I think our offense is a little more explosive than Claremore's offense. And it's going to be. I hate to put the pressure on the guys, the Rhinos. They got to block tonight. They got.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Most
definitely. This is what wins championships right here. This offense. So Rhinos got to get after and get on helmet to helmet and get their blocks and go.
And they high angle kick this, and this may go to Alves, who gets this one. He up and down the sideline he goes, and he's going to be just gain tackle after a gain of maybe 12. Alves got it, and he returns it.
Good field position.
Yes, indeed. As you can see, Mr. Bolton is well respected because no one will kick that guy the ball anymore.
That's right.
That's just a mark of a good sign. I mean, this is a good sign that you have a good return team when no one kicks it deep because they know you got a chance to take it back. So the Comets will get their first opportunity.
And here, W. Bishop Kelly Comets led by number 14, quarterback Jake
McMurray, a senior, got a chance to shake his hand tonight before the game started, talk with him. He let me know his grandparents listen, and they love listening to us. They say we do an awesome job, and I greatly thank that. Yes, indeed. New Mexico is Bolton will get it, dances around, and he will get it about a gain of 2. Gain of 2 on that play, and on the tackle is going to be number 4, actually, Seth Berry.
So yeah, again, this Tahlequah defense is really similar to last year. Not real big in size. They got a couple good sized guys up in the middle there, but we should do a pretty good job of moving them and creating some dominance on the line of scrimmage.
Most definitely. Long pass to.
Good block.
Yes, indeed. O.T. Walker will pick up a first down. He gets a block by Corey Lewis, but he's going to pick up a first down on the tackle, number 8, Luke Green.
Yeah, we stopped number 4 from making that tackle, their quarterback. He's out there playing that corner position, and we put a stop to him making that tackle.
Yes, indeed. I like Corey. Corey Lewis was able to just get in his way enough, and that's one thing about wide receivers. You don't have to have a solid block. If you can just get in the face of the defender and make him go around you.
Well, we just, we call it a stock block, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to stay in front of him as long as we possibly can, and we get by him, and we're gone.
Exactly.
Oh, we messed up here.
Yes, indeed. And McMurray's going to keep this one. He's going to be brought down as number 59 just hung on and would not let go. Mr. Frankie Espiro.
A little mental error right there.
Yes, indeed. And that's going to go for a gain of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 9. I mean, he turned the wrong way. Somebody turned the wrong way, as you put it that way.
Somebody went the wrong way. Somebody turned the wrong way.
As you can hear the band and the fans and the cowbells, it's definitely football season. You got to love it. Bolton will get it going around the end. He's cutting up inside, and he's going to pick up a lot of yards on that play. And he's going to be brought down by number 53. That's going to be Blake Korn. And that's going to be, after a game, it was 2nd and 9. It's going to be about 3rd and 2 now on that play. So, again, Comets are able to get around the corner. I mean, as long as you can turn the corner and get up the field with the ball, bodes well for you. It's going to be, this game is almost kind of like a keep-away game, whoever holds the ball last, unless things just change automatically.
Well, so far, that's definitely got to be the case. I mean, we've got to possess the ball. If not, we got to score a touchdown.
Yes.
Possessing the football keeps our defense off the field, and that explosive offense off the field of Tahlequah's.
Yes.
So it's definitely going to be to our benefit to have the football.
You're going to give it back out to Bolton, and Bolton is trying to go outside, and he just runs the pile over, and he's going to pick up a first down.
And a Bishop Kelly first down.
Yes, indeed, man. That pile was a huge pile. In that blocking was O.C. Walker leading the way in blocking, and he just dropped lowered his shoulder and just moved the pile. As we're now with 154 and counting left in the first quarter, Comets trail 7-0 as they're trying to answer the score of the Tahlequah Tigers. Gives it up, fake, quick pass, caught by O.C. Walker, pushed out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of about 7 on that play, so it'll make it 2nd down and 3. They're going to give him 6 on that play, so make it 2nd and 4. I mean, even one of the defenders jumped in the air trying to block the pass, and McMurray had enough time to pump fake and still complete the pass.
I like the passing game tonight so far. It's really good, man. I love it. Air show, baby.
Yes, indeed. They're going to hand it off to Bolton. Bolton off tackle. Inside the middle. He cuts out the outside. He is a foot race. He's at the 20. He gets a block, and he's going to be brought down. Man, what a block. Corey Lewis sprung him around the corner and allowed him to get 6 more yards on that run. Man, dude, Corey Lewis, I mean, it was one of those dream crackbacks because the defender never saw him, and he just waited for him.
Yeah, Corey's not shy about putting a block on you.
As you can see the replay here, as he gives it up, he's going to get offside and go off the guard, and then he just cut back. As you can see Corey Lewis waiting on him. Here he sees him coming and just blows him up right there. And then O.C. Walker threw a corner. Woo!
Fired up.
So 1st and goal, ball on the 8-yard line. He's going to give it to the hybrid up the middle, and he's going to gain about 3. It's going to get it down to about the 5-yard line. So 2nd and goal, ball on the 5. And I haven't got a chance to call a hybrid most of the night, but Reese Jones got the carry there.
Another one of our seniors.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Got to shake his hand. Got down on the field and shake his hand out. And after this is over, I'm trying to see if I can make it down there and shake the guy's hands. The seniors definitely, and tell them I enjoy doing this. I do. I really do. I appreciate BK for letting us do this, to watch these kids go up from freshman all the way to varsity. Oh, and we're going to have either false start because that flag flew. We're going to have dead ball, illegal substitution, actually. Wow. That's going to go against the Comets, and that'll back them up 5 yards. Replay 2nd down. Illegal substitution, wow.
We had too many men on the field.
Yeah, substitution. So, and people said that they was trying to make sure they scored. They brought an extra man. Either that or you hear it a lot on defense. They was trying to make sure they stopped that one. So 2nd and goal, ball on the 10-yard line. He's going to give it to Bolton. Bolton up the middle. No, McMurray's going to keep it. He's weaving his way through traffic, and he's going to get some of those yards back. He's going to get about a yard and a half, and that's probably going to take us to the end of the first quarter. It'll be 3rd down and goal as we're under 17 seconds here in the first quarter. But it's kind of one of those things. Both teams are able to kind of move down the field at will with what they want to do, and the only thing that stops them are basically themselves and the penalties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got just a little mix-up on offense there on personnel, who's supposed to be out there and who's not supposed to be out there. So
that will bring the end to the first quarter as the Comets are trailing the Tigers 7-0. Thoughts on the first quarter, Coach?
Well, offense is playing a really good game right now. I mean, we're getting some good blocks. Bolton's making some things happen there on the run game. We're throwing the football well, catching the football well. I mean, we're doing really well on the offensive side of the ball. I think we're going to have to make some changes on defense. I think something's going to have to happen on defense, whether it's, running our current assignments and our current defense, whatever it might be, or whatever, changes coach decides to do, or any kind of, gap replacement stunts, things like that we can do, especially when if we're running a 3-backer or a 3-stack kind of defense. Are there some things that we can do in that defense to kind of mess things up as far as their blocking assignments go on those run plays?
Well, got to do something on defense, especially if we're able to punch this ball in. It's 3rd and goal, and we have no choice. We got to get in the end zone or kick a field goal here. But, man, you definitely want to go score for score here. And field goals, when you're doing touchdown for touchdown, field goals aren't really a good thing unless you got the lead. Because then it makes the other team know they got to score twice. So.
Well, you just got to love the skill of the offense on this, in this Bishop Kelly team. There's just a lot of skill in the backfield, just the whole team in general is just an outstanding. The effort is just tremendous. The senior leadership is fantastic. Led by Davis Goverick there, one of the Rhinos. And their quarterback, of course, and running back. It's just a great squad.
As he has a man in motion, he's going to roll to his right, looking to throw, and he throws in the flats, and he just outside the outreach hand of Corey Lewis. So it's going to be 4th down, and here comes the field goal team. We got a kicker, might as well use him.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. This is a pretty easy call right here, I think, for Coach to put some points on the board. But the penalty kind of slowed the momentum down a little bit on that, and and I'm not sure the call there on the pass where we throw that pass. I guess we were looking for a receiver out there in the corner of the end zone. I think it might have been OC that was out there in the corner. He just didn't quite get open, so maybe Jake checked down to the receiver that was tighter underneath the coverage.
And that one should go right through, and it does. And with 11:53 left in the half, Comets on the board. They trail 7-3 to the Tigers. And now it just basically goes down to the defense now. We got to get these guys off the field, 3 and out. Bend, don't break. Move down the field, but don't let them score. Get the ball back and go back and, score and take the lead in this thing. Because the longer, because you can't trade field goals for touchdowns because it never works well and it never ends well.
Yeah, so maybe defense decided to start a little bit flat in their first series. Maybe they started, flat Stanley. Maybe we had a little flat Stanley going on the first series of defense, and maybe that's what it's going to take for us to, hey, Ken, we kind of understand what's going on with this offense a little bit better, know what kind of blocking assignments they're trying to put on us, what kind of blocking, techniques that they're trying to use on us, and we're going to be able to, stop them this time and 3 and out because we've kind of figured things out.
Now, Flat Stanley was actually a book. One of my kids brought it home one day, I believe.
Yeah, yes, I know that. I do know that. I just like saying it. I think it's cool.
It is, and I think it's hilarious. And the quarterback is actually returning this one, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. What a tackle. Yes, indeed, by himself, number 26 for the Comets, Stieferman. Jack Stieferman gets him down. Actually, that wasn't the quarterback. It was Seth Berry on the return. And they pin him deep here, again, on their side of the 20. The ball's going to be about the 17-yard line. That's where they started the last time, as they're going from left to right here as we are starting the second quarter here. See if the Comets make any adjustments on defense and see if we can get these guys off the field. Definitely a fumble would help.
Yeah, it looks like we got number 42, Jack Steiner, out there playing one of the other linebacker positions.
We got dual wide receivers.
Well, I'm trying to figure out
who goes where, and the quarterback's going to keep it, and he is going to try to get around the end. And the Comet defense, it's hard to bring this guy down. Yes, indeed, and he spins and picks up 6 on that play. Oh my goodness, man! You thought they had a guy down, and he'd spin, and they finally got him down. After a gain of 6, it'll be 2nd down and 4. So we'll see what the Comets do now, see if we can get things straightened out. Everybody looked like they were kind of lost at first. And again, they do this offense, and OU does it too, and a lot of colleges do it. They're just so irritated if we get set and everyone stands up and looks to the sideline. I'm like, get the play in and just run it.
Yeah, coaches are doing the college thing.
Yeah, I know. And he pitches it out to his running back way in the backfield, and the Comets just eat him up. He might get a first down. He just got to the marker as the Comets forced him out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be number 45 and number 23 for the Comets, Woolslayer along with Slayton, and they're going to give him the first down. He just got the first down. Because that ball was pitched like 3 yards deep, and he was able to turn the corner and fight for that first down. So the Tigers trying to drive down the field again here. First down. After that short gain of 3 that they needed, they got. Quarterback gets it. He's keeping this thing, and he's following his blocking, and it won't get him much. as they're going to bring him down. He's going to gain of about 3 here, because it'll be 2nd and 7. Gain tackle by the Comets. Leading the way on that's going to be, looks like Kozart along with Goverick. They're going to give him 3, so 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it looks like their offensive line, depending on which side they're running, they're going to take a couple of offensive linemen and move them right to the linebackers and leave those backs to block the D-line.
Exactly, and that's what they're doing. The linemen are just basically trying to swim past the defensive linemen and allow the running backs to block the defensive lineman, or he's going to follow the running backs into the hole, basically. And he's going to give that one to his running back. No, he keeps it, and he will be upended by – it's going to be upended by Kozart, actually, and Goverick again. So it'll be 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers.
All right, it's 3rd down, Comet fans.
Yeah, this is big right here. We've got to get to our assignments and get into the line of scrimmage and get to our assignments very quickly with this offense, because they're coming out and getting blocks on our linebackers, getting cut off blocks on our linebackers, and they're going to just give that to that quarterback.
And he cuts back, and he's not going to get the 1st down. They're going to stop him this time.
Way to go.
Yes, indeed. That defense, Kozart in there with Goverick and looks like Pettit, and they're going to stop him. It's going to be 4th down and 2.
Yeah, see the defensive line, they're getting penetration. They're
Yes,
getting
they
through
are.
the gaps. You know, they just got to make sure that they wrap that kid up. You know, they wrap him up.
He is hard to wrap up. It's 4th and 1.
And then get everybody else there and just gang tackling.
They're going for it, 4th and 1. You can't blame them. They've been able to make these 4th downs, and 3rd down is needed, so they're going for it.
We need you, Cowbell Brigade.
I don't see him. This might be another slant pass. Yeah, he's moving his running back to his left. Nope, he's going for it, dropping his head, and he's spinning, and he's
down.
He's got it. Nope, he's got it. He's still up. Yeah, he is still up. That kid is a load to bring down. Man. He really is. And he's going to pick up 7 on that play. They had him in the backfield. He just kept churning his legs and spinning around and getting out of tackles and picks up the 1st down. So Comet defense got to dig in deeper now.
Got to get low, man.
Yep, got to get low and bring him down. Low man wins. That's right.
Low man wins.
Because you have to get low on this guy, because if you try to take him high, he's got the power to keep it up. As he's going to roll out for a pass, he throws it. He has a man broken up, and he's out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say he brought it.
Oh, man.
They're going to say he brought it in. Yep. They're going to say the pass was completed to number 10. Stop.
Wow.
And another 1st down.
Looked like pretty good coverage.
It was
Steve
very
Collins.
good. Collins was on him. It's just that they said he brought it down and got 1 foot in. So everyone knew this was going to be a dogfight, because this team, like I said, they're trying to get into the playoffs, and we're trying to get a decent spot in the playoffs. So I expected this to go back and forth kind of like this. So the quarterback's in the backfield by himself, a shotgun this time. Different look. And he takes it. He just rolls right off tackle. Yep. And he's going to be brought down. Tackle is going to be Slade, number 45, who's getting a workout tonight. And he's going to gain 6 on that play to make it 2nd down and 4. But man, Slayton, he has been working tonight. We've called his name a lot tonight. So as he's checking the defense out, and again, everyone stands and looks to the sidelines. He finally gets his play. Looks the defense over, and he's going to go straight up the middle. Bounces outside. He's trying to get out there. Barkley misses him. Slayton will get him and drag him down, but he'll have a 1st down.
Oh, we are just so high on our tackles. We really got to get in a better position in our tackles. Definitely get lower. Get that pad level down on those tackles. You can't arm tackle this kid. You're going to have to get in position to hit him.
Yes, indeed. That was going to be Jack Sinar in on that tackle. So they're going to show split receivers to the left and right. As the Comet defense kind of get a breather here as they look things over. He gets his play from the sideline.
They look a little winded right now. Got their hands on their hips.
He keeps it, brings his fullback in motion.
Oh, and they move.
Oh, they're going to be false start. No, they're going to be offsides on the defense, or is it timeout?
Oh, timeout.
No, we're going to have a timeout as Coach Tapana calls a timeout, and he's just, you can see the coach for the defense is just basically unloading on them as they're coming to the sideline.
You got to have a serious talk with that defense because they are just marching down the field on us.
6:25 left in the half. Comets trail 7-3. Tigers with the ball in Comet territory, about the 21-yard line. And you can't blame them for calling the timeout because they look winded. You want to get these guys and try to figure out what they're seeing, what they're doing, what they're looking at, what they're, trying to figure out so they can make the adjustments. Because if you don't make the adjustments, it's going to be a long night.
Well, I think that, a lot of times what looks like is happening is that, especially back in when they're getting to the second level, those linemen are getting to the second level and getting their blocks. One of the things that's helping us in that regard is that, defensive line has opportunities to get in there, make tackles and make stops. I think that if we're tackling lower, pad level is getting lower, I think it's going to help big time.
Most definitely. So timeout over. First down and 10 for the Tigers as they get their play. Everyone comes back out on the field. And I think the biggest thing that's been confusing everybody is when they do those double receivers and everything, who goes where. Everyone kind of looks confused when getting their position. And we're going to have a false start. We get a gift here as an offensive lineman jumped.
All right.
Not sure why he did because no one was really set. He just took off. So it'll be a false start, a 5-yard penalty. So we'll see if the Comets can take advantage of this penalty here and stop these guys from scoring and get the ball back. Because, the Comets will get the ball to start the third. So we do get the ball back, we have to score, to end out the half, knowing we'll get the ball first.
Yeah, because they're eating away so much time off the clock with this offense.
Yes, they are. And he's going to keep it rolled out, and he's going to be upended and brought down. He's going to pick up the penalty yards back, yeah.
Got several Comets bringing him down.
Yes, indeed. Bryce Alonzo in on that, Cozart as well, and along with number 32 for the Comets, that's going to be Tyler Moray. So second down and 10 as he picked up 6 on that play. He picked up, they're going to make it 2nd and 9, so he picked up 6 on that play. Clock still ticking away, Comets. He rolls to his left, and he throws it across the middle, and his receiver fell down. I mean, literally fell down.
His ankle
I think he twisted his ankle. He's trying to get up to hop off the field. And
he might have tried to make a cut there. And
I think he did. He tried to make a cut, So at 5:50 left in the half, we have an injured player. We're going to have an injury timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break with him. We'll be right back right after this. Well, possibly not. We're back as he's up and he's trying to block it off and bounce it off. He's trying to get back on the play. They're like, you got to leave. We stopped the clock for you, buddy. You got to go off. You got to go on the sideline. Sorry. We know you want back in, but you got to give you're going to have to get back out there. You got to go on the sideline. Because it's funny because a lot of the guys, when they do get injured like that, and then they take the time out and they go, I'm better now. It's like, well, you know what? We stopped the clock for you, so go have a seat. So 3rd down and 9. If the Comets can hold them here and make it a 4th and like 6 or 7, would actually be really good. Comets shows that they're bouncing around, and they get him this time.
We got him.
He goes down for a 2-yard loss. And we looked like we were confused, but it worked out as Jack Middleton and company went back there and just wrapped him up, and it's 4th down and 14. Now, they had a 4th and 13 the last time and picked it up, so I'm sure they're going to go for this. Because I don't know if they have a field goal kicker that can. Yep, they're going for it here. Now, the last time he did this, he threw a pass. He threw a slant pass. He threw a sideline pass.
Yeah, coverage is. We got to have coverage right now. I mean, the problem is he's got that quarterback back there. I mean, he's also a run threat.
Yes, he is.
Even throwing the football, so they like to roll him out. They're just going to drop him straight back.
Yep, and he's going to air it out. And he throws it around. Yeah, he turned his receiver, and that was a turnover on downs.
Way to go!
And the Comets will get him off the field. Yeah, he turned his receiver. That helped us because his receiver, actually, if he'd have put it on point, it would have been picked off because Collins had position. But he turned him the other way, and there was no way. And then he threw it out of bounds on top of that. So he didn't give him a chance to cut in and then cut back out. He threw it as he was cutting in, and by the time he looked up and saw the ball, he had to hurt him cut back out. So that worked out. As you can see, our student section with all the heads of the senior players.
Yep, and the American, it's the American flag theme tonight.
So Comets on the field, 1st down and 10 here. They can eat up some clock and take the lead here. Long pass. Oh, man. And that was a bullet intended for Corey Lewis, went right through his hands and right through the defender's hands, too.
Yeah. He threw that like a baseball pitcher.
Yes, he did, man. McMurray put some heat on that thing.
Astros or Dodgers?
Neither, man. If my Cubs don't make it, I don't care.
Oh, my God.
I'm serious.
I like the Cubs, too, but geez.
I'm one of those guys, man. If my team don't make it, I don't care. No, but I will say this on the next play. As the hybrid will get it, and he's trying to get outside, and boy, they wrapped him up, and he's going to be no gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. But actually, what it is, I like watching the Yankees when they make it, because when they do their 7th inning stretch at home, they actually bring someone in who sings opera, and he sings God Bless America.
Ooh.
And it is something to watch. It really is. I love it. I do. So 3rd down and 10 after a bullet pass and a run for no gain, as the hybrid will stay in this time. McMurray gets it. He's back to pass. He fakes it to the hybrid. Quick slant.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. To Griffin, and Griffin's going to pick up about 6 on that play, if not 7.
Really good job on the play action right there. And then running that quite little bubble screen. We had some blocks out there, so we get some yards out of that.
So it's going to be 4th down and 4. Do you go for it here? 3:58 and counting.
Ooh, man. I don't know. I think defense is playing definitely a lot better. And I definitely like – and we got 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. We need to score.
And that's what I was thinking. That was my thought process, too. We need to score.
We're going to pooch kick it.
And it works to perfection, as that will bounce and it will roll. Yes, it will.
Roll.
It's going to roll. This might actually be the best field position that the Tigers will get tonight in this half, because this will be on the other side of the 20 for the first time. Each time it's been on the opposite side of the 20. So with 3:25 left in the half, the Comets get it and go 3 and out, but they pin the Tigers on their side of the field. So hopefully we can get another 3 and out and get the ball back.
Yeah, defense got a little bit of a break back there when they're in the red zone with Skytuk's penalty, or Tahlequah's penalty.
You sound like me now.
Oh my gosh, with Tahlequah's penalty. So we gotta get going here with defense. Get fired up, man. We gotta get them seniors. They're out there leading this team. We got Davis out there. We got Bryce out there. We got Ike Slayton out there.
I think almost like when we just play crazy jumbo, as we got 3 receivers, he has a man in motion. And he's going to keep it. He starts swinging it right. He's looking up, and stood up after a gain of 1. I mean, they stood up and dropped him. Man, talk about Alonzo. You got to give that one to Alonzo Middleton. Oh, man, they stood him up for no gain.
That's defense right there, baby.
That's what you want to see, because that kid tried to turn that corner, and they just slammed the door on him. And I think the 3 receivers, the Comets still haven't figured out who covers who when they do the double receivers or the trips.
Yeah,
everyone's still kind of confused.
And so many times the trips is just a decoy.
It is. It really is.
So many times they're just out there to block.
We're going to have another timeout, as the looks like the Tigers were confused themselves. So with 2:43 left in the half, Tigers will take a timeout, and they will work things out. It's 2nd down and 9 when play resumes. But you're right, Coach. Unless you are a throwing team, trips is just a decoy.
Yeah, decoy, blockers, however you want to deal with it. You want to run away from them with that quarterback. You want them out there blocking, run to that trips. I mean, just the options of them just really, are they really going to throw the football?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, chances are no, they're probably not. But, you still got to honor it, and then so they're spreading us out with the trips, but you got to honor it. And yet still you got to play it to where you're getting off their blocks, to where the backside of the defense is playing tough,
yes.
Containing, getting upfield, making the containment. that was a good example of it right there. It was a good job by outside containment on our right side with Bryce. So just keep that going.
So here we go, 2nd down and 9, 2:43 left in the half, and the Tigers are trying to move the ball down the field to see if they can punch it in, because they will give the ball to the Comets to start the 3rd quarter. He has a man in motion, goes wide. He hands it to his running back, and he's going to go nowhere but maybe 2 yards after he's just gained tackle by the Comets. Cozart and company leading the way on that one. On the tackle is going to be on the carry, number 13, Resch. And I think the Comets are going to take a timeout, yes. So the Comets will take a timeout with 3rd down and 8 left in the half with a 2:32. The Comets are trying to get the ball back here.
Well, Stephen Collins needs to get up to attention right here, because, lately they've been throwing it to his side of the football, to his receiver. So he's got to be ready. He's got to have that mind sharp, ready to go and make that coverage good, because that's probably what they're going to try and do. We'll just have to wait and see. But, man, I tell you what, that we get that quarterback there, he starts running that football, man. He's quick and big and strong, but we're stopping him.
Yeah.
We're stopping him right now.
I think we kind of figured out the formula, and one hits him low and the other, because when you hit him low, he stands up and tries to power you over, and then the other one comes and gets him high. And once you get him high and then low, you wrap those legs. I don't care how strong you are. Sooner.
For sure, Coach. When Coach called timeout over there, he's got to be talking to him about their tackling.
Yes.
He's got to be talking to him about get your pad level down, get his legs. Get your pad level down so we can take him down. We can't arm tackle him from the shoulder pads.
No, we can't. And as he's going to roll to his right, he's going to throw back. He is wide open and is caught, and he's going to be caught.
And no first down. No first down.
So 4th and 2. And they may go for it with 2:21. They may or may not. They did the last time, so it's 4th down. They may kick this one away. They haven't punted yet. No, they're going to go for it. No, they're going to punt this time. They're going to punt team. Believe it or not, they're actually punting the ball. I won't feel safe until number 5 is running off the field. He is running off the field now. So we can say they're actually going to punt this one away.
Yeah, I think they're looking at the clock, saying we don't got a lot of, there's not a lot of time left for us to do much. So we get the football. We need to get moving. We got 1 timeout left. Ooh.
And I think
somebody called timeout?
Yeah, we did, because they didn't like what was going on. I think they had too many men on the field, or somebody wasn't out there that needed to be there. So the Comets have burned their last time out of the half with 1:47, which means if you run the ball, you got to run it towards the sideline to get out of bounds. If you throw the ball, you got to throw out in the flats. But if you throw in the middle, you better hurry and get down, especially if you got the first down, because that stops the clock. So 2-3 and outs right now. The Comets look like they might have found a combination on this guy, but we won't know until the second half for sure.
Well, we got a little giddy up in our step on defense. I can tell you that right now, man. We're playing with some big time.
Oh boy, they brought number 5 back out.
Oh boy,
they brought him back out. We took a timeout and they brought him back out.
Yeah, I don't know that we have the right defense in
I don't think we do either. We had a punt team. And he dropped the ball.
Get him.
And they will get it, and he fumbled the ball. No, they're going to say he was down. So the play did not work.
All right.
They tried to catch the Comets slipping, and the quarterback dropped the ball because he saw no one was ready, and he really wanted the ball because he was ready to bolt around the end, and the ball went right through his hands as he was looking up to run with it.
Oh, we got
So
lucky.
as you can see the replay, you can see him look. He can see we're not ready, and as soon as he looked, he see him let it hit, like, hurry up. And as soon as he asked for the ball, he was looking to run. Yep, he never saw it in his hands.
And they got guys moving, too. I mean, that receiver on the other side, you can see him on the screen there. He's moving around.
Yeah,
So
he was ready to ready to run. He was like, come on, hurry up. They're not ready, hurry up. And we're going to give the ball to O.C. Walker in the backfield, and he's going to be snapped and dropped for like a 4-yard loss, but there's going to be a penalty, and it's either offsides or false start. I doubt if it's false start because they would have called it right then, so it's probably be illegal shift. Nope, they're going to call illegal procedure. Yeah, illegal procedure will go against the off. They probably decline this penalty because if they don't, it's a 5-yard penalty. It was a 5-yard loss anyway, so it's 2nd down and 15. So it's almost about as good as the penalty was. But 1:37 left in the half. Comets got an opportunity to put some points on the boards here after a muff snap. And he's going deep. McMurray is looking. He's looking, and he slings one. I mean, slings one to O.C. Walker. And they're going to say he was out of bounds, but Walker caught that ball, if you can believe that.
Oh,
man, he caught that ball.
Yeah, McMurray just didn't see him quick enough. He was really open much earlier than that. Gave that safety opportunity to come up and make the play. And then plus he threw a little bit out of bounds.
Yes, he did.
And
well, he put it to where even if he didn't catch it, no one would.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
yeah, you got to throw that safe pass.
No doubt.
There's a lot of confusion going on where players are not sure if they should come off the field, come on the field. And I'm noticing it was like that on the defense, but now it's even like rolled over into the offense now.
Well, and it happened earlier, too.
And we don't have a timeout, so I don't know who called timeout. Are they calling sideline warning? They're going to call sideline warning.
Oh, yeah, we got tons of players outside the box there.
Yeah. You know, that was never an issue back in the day. I don't know when they ever invented sideline warning.
I don't know. I think maybe the referees got tired of running into coaches and players when they're trying to get down the sideline.
I could see that. I really could. As Bolton gets this thing, and Bolton is just rolling, and he's going to get it, most of that yards lost back, and it's going to be 4th down and 11 now as he picked up 4, and the clock's going to continue to run here. Now, question, do you go for it here? You're almost under a minute. Why not?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're officially under a minute here.
Yeah, we need to get going here if we're going to run a play. We're still confused on what we're doing.
Everyone's getting set. And he rolls to his right. He's looking. And he yanks it back to the left, and he has no one there. And it's going to be intercepted. Man. And he's trying to bring it out, and he does. And he's running up the sideline and just gets tattooed by O.C. Walker.
Big time.
Yes, he did. Walker tattoos him, but it's about as good as a punt anyway because you get the ball on the 20. Sure. They get the ball on the 20, and it'll be pass intercepted by number 17, Michael Booth.
Yeah, here's what you don't want, a score.
Now, almost he took that shot, and if he'd have just went down, because they got the ball on the 20. He tried to see if he could make something happen, got tattooed, and he only got the ball to the 16-yard line. So it's almost kind of one of the things like, I know what you're trying to do, but why take the punishment?
Well, he thinks he's running. I mean, he looks at who he's running the ball against, the offense, not the defense for the most part.
Oh, no, I got 4.5 speed. I can make it.
Yeah.
They look like they're going to be set for it to down the ball, but I wouldn't buy it. Yeah. And they do. I can't believe it, but they actually do. But they still got to do it one more time. Yeah, they got to do it one more time. Okay, now they start a 24-second clock, so they don't have to. And that will end the half. Man, that has been, this half shot by quick because everybody was running the ball practically. But we're at halftime now, and the Comets trail the Tigers 7-3. Coach, your take on the first half?
Defense has made it a tighter game.
Yes.
I mean, their offense has had some success on us, but defense is making it a much tighter game, doing a great job, as opposed to what happened in the first series where they're driving the ball down the field and get scored on. Yeah, we got helped out by a penalty, but we still had to stop them.
Yes.
We stop them on 4th down, even though we got punt return team out there. So, things are happening for us offensively. We got to settle down, and I think we're missing some blocks. We got some key blocks we got to make. We got to get hats on hats. So as they're in the locker room thinking about this. They need to get together, and those seniors got to get in there, and I know they're going to get there and get that team fired up and ready to go.
Yes, indeed. Well, folks, it's halftime. It is senior night, so we're going to have a cheerleader, a drum line, and seniors will get their goodbyes on the field. So we'll go ahead and take a break, and we will see you guys after halftime. I'm Sam Harbert.
And I'm Coach Ack.
This is BKTV.Live.
Man.
Next night, we'll enjoy the Bishop Kelly drumline under the direction of Mike Grimes. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take an opportunity tonight to honor the seniors in several of our programs. It has been a privilege to have these young women and men represent our school for the past 4 years. Our first honorees tonight are the seniors from the cross-country teams. Seniors and escorts for the 2017 Girls Cross-Country Team are Maggie Basso, escorted by Teresa and Michael Basso, Elise Duffy, escorted by Laura and Kevin Duffy, Mary Gaffard, escorted by Elizabeth and Mark Gaffard, Gabby Henry, escorted by Stacy and Stephen Henry, Hannah Tuzak, escorted by Mary and Dennis Tuzak, Claire O'Melia, escorted by Patty and Damien O'Melia, Emma Thomas, escorted by Kelsey and Jay Thomas, Mary Ziegler, escorted by Sandra and Jerome Ziegler, The girls cross country team finished their season with the first team state championship since 1986. Way to go, seniors. Seniors and escorts for the 2017 boys cross country team are Nick Barone, escorted by Curtis and Maggie Barone. Hunter Couch, escorted by Kristen Couch. Matthew Gibson, escorted by Chuck and Barbara Gibson. Josh Earl, escorted by Kim Earl. Dalton Allen, escorted by Stephen and Rachel Allen. Bridget Reeves, escorted by Mike and Kyle Reeves. Rafael Serrano, escorted by Carla Menzies and Ferdinand Serrano. Sam Smith, escorted by Ryan and Jennifer Smith. Ryan Wheeler, escorted by Anthony and Susan Wheeler. Matthew Williams, escorted by Brian and Suzette Williams. Stuart Wyatt, escorted by Steve and Dorothy Wyatt. The boys cross country team finished their season with a third place showing at the 5A state meet. Great season, Comets. Seniors and escorts for the 2017 Fall Athletic Trainers are Morgan Harmer, escorted by Kaylin and Kim Harmer. Katie Huber, escorted by Julie and Jim. Lauren Martin, escorted by Jamie and John Martin. Kendall Reed, escorted by Becky and Shannon Reed. Paige Shotman, escorted by Tori and Scott Shotman. Gracie Sitka, escorted by Debbie and Gracie. Let's hear it for all the Fall Athletic Trainers. Seniors and escorts for the 2017 and 18 Spirit Squad are Lauren Bush, escorted by Jeff and Patty Bush. Taylor Davis, escorted by Laney and Scott Lawson, and Ryan and Julie Davis. Meredith Ritchie, escorted by Tom and Mary Ritchie. The Spirit Squad was the 2017 5A Game Day Cheer State Champions. Way to go, Comets! Seniors and escorts for the 2017 Drumline are Valentine Dinescu, escorted by Valentine and Gladys Dinescu. Aaron Kirk, escorted by Michael and Diane Kirk. Luke Revard, escorted by Mary and Lori Revard. Give a round of applause for the 2017 Seniors on the Drumline. Seniors and escorts for the 2017 varsity football team are Bryce Alonso, escorted by Tony and Cindy Alonso. Caleb Alves, escorted by Jared and Janice McKissick. David Bolton, escorted by Rick and Lisa Bolton. Alex Brainerd, escorted by Matt and Kathy Brainerd. Jack Culver, escorted by Matthew and Mary Culver. Davis Dover, escorted by John and Jody Dover. Jack Griffin, escorted by Matt and Sarah Griffin. Bruce Jones, escorted by Brad and Tim Jones. Kyle Mathis, escorted by Steve and Rachel Mathis. Escorted by Kirsten and Paige Murray. Ryan Rafferty, escorted by Dr. Mark and Michelle Rafferty. Tyler Rutke, escorted by Coach Eric and Lillian Rutke. Todd Rucker, escorted by Leslie Infleet and Bodie Rucker. Alex Slayton, escorted by sisters Mason Slayton and Megan Abrams. Strosky, escorted by Jason and Melinda Strosky. And from the OC Walker III, escorted by OC Walker II and Andrea Walker. Please help us acknowledge the efforts, accomplishments, and commitments of these seniors and their families for the past 4 years. Way to go, Comets! Everybody enjoy the second half. The concession stands are open both on the east and west side of the field as well as the spirit store. So stock up on your snacks for the second half as well as some spirit
Hi, I'm Don Thornton, and we've been selling cars in Tulsa for over 50 years. And now Don Thornton Volkswagen is all about SUVs, Atlas, Touareg, Tiguan, and the long wheelbase Tiguan. That's right, Volkswagen is your SUV company. Well, wait a minute, Volkswagen was into SUVs before there were SUVs. Remember the VW microbus? Well, we now have 4 new models to accommodate every activity. Don Thornton Volkswagen is once again your SUV headquarters, and they're sold by people just like you at 43rd Memorial. Hi, I'm Don Thornton, and we've been selling cars in Tulsa for more than 50 years with a simple philosophy: represent great brands and always make business about people. VW is a proud part of our family, and it's growing with the all-new Atlas SUV. Listen to this. It holds 7 passengers, has a 6-year, 72,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. The best part is it starts at $33,000. The new Atlas SUV at Don Thornton Volkswagen, sold by people like you. 43rd Memorial. Hi, I'm Don Thornton, and we've been selling cars in Tulsa for more than 50 years with a simple philosophy: represent great brands and always make business about people. VW is a proud part of our family, and it's growing. The all-new Tiguan is here. Listen to this. The new Tiguan has 57% more space, third-row seating, great new styling, the sporty SUV you've been wanting. The new Tiguan at Don Thornton Volkswagen, sold by people like you at 43rd Memorial.
Would be better than to march this thing down the field and punch it in.
Yeah, let's let Jack Culver, our senior, let's let Hud Rucker, our senior, let's let Davis Gobrick, our seniors on that offensive line, those Rhinos, lead this offense down the field and score some points.
Oh, most definitely.
Because we're up 10-7 once that happens.
Yes, it is, and then that puts more pressure on their offense to where he may actually just try to tuck the ball and run it all the time instead of running the play, and he makes a mistake. Because you saw what happened when he thought he was ready for the ball the last time. Ball went right through his hands. He was looking up because he knew where he wanted to go. Ball went right through his hands. So we could have more opportunities like that if, we're able to take the lead and put more pressure on them instead of them allowing the pressure on us.
Well, and if we start putting more pressure on them, they might start trying to throw the football a little bit more.
Exactly.
Something that they've had a little bit of success at, but our coverage is probably going to start figuring out what's going on there and their receivers and their routes and so forth. So, I think that we're going to have a lot of fun with this game. A lot closer game, a lot closer score, a lot tighter score.
Yes.
Not as many touchdowns as I thought there would be.
Yes.
With these two offenses being pretty explosive.
Yes, they are. Well, it's usually when you get two explosive offenses, the defenses show up. You try to say, hey,
right, yeah,
don't overlook us.
For sure, after that first series, our defense definitely showed up.
We needed it because they were just marching up and down the field. And this angle side-winding kick is going to be taken by Alves' knee went down at the 21. So the Comets will get the ball. So, that's good. I'm good with that.
Sure.
I have no issues.
No issues. No mistakes.
So
20-yard line, same as 21-yard line touchback basically. So.
Exactly. So, and it's kind of one of those ones where if you squat and try to catch it, 9 times out of 10 you're going to drop it. So you got to secure it. So see what the Comets can do here. I really believe we have an opportunity to make some noise here in a positive way. Get down there and shake this thing up to where we have them chasing us and not us chasing them. Because I think if we can have them chasing us, it bodes well for our defense.
Yeah, and I think what had to have been talked about in the locker room was, getting that second place spot in the district.
And I'm more concerned about that. Wow, look at that hole. The hybrid goes down the middle and is going to be leveled at the 41-yard line. Gain of 20 on that play.
Oh, he says that ain't nothing. He says, I am the locomotive.
Man, the hybrid gets that ball, and that hole was big enough just for him to get through it, and he took advantage of it.
What a great job. We pulled the guard and tackle around from the backside. They get hats on hats, and we create a hole, and it's there. That lane was big.
Yes, it was, and he shot right through it. And we're going for it again, and he goes right back at it again,
Same
runs
thing.
into his own man, and he's still chugging along. They're ripping at the ball.
He's still running.
And he's still going. And he's going to pick up 20 more on that play. Somebody woke up the Reese Jones, and he is like, keep feeding me.
Run for another Comet touchdown!
Oh my goodness, Reese Jones is like, put the team on my back, coach. I got this.
It's a senior moment, but it's one of those good ones.
Yes, it
Not
is.
one of those ones where you like forget things.
He's an elderly senior.
Yeah, it's one of those good senior moments, right?
We're gonna just chalk it up to that for our seniors. We do love you. And this time he's gonna go the other way, and he's trying to turn it, and he's gonna be caught from behind, and they're gonna get a gain of nothing on that play. But man, that first 2 runs, man, talk about making a statement.
Yeah, that's like the thoroughbred coming out of the gate right there. Those 2 runs. That thoroughbred that's going to win is coming out of the gate fast. He comes out of the locker room ready to go.
And that's what you need, though. We needed that spark. We needed that spark to get it going. So we'll see what we run here. And Reese look like he's ready to go again and in the backfield.
Yeah, as really as good as this team is, they don't want to see this slip away.
And Reese is going to get it, and they meet him at the line, and they bring him down. No gain on the play. Actually, we're going to lose a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 11.
Well, we got the run established in those first couple of big plays right there, and now they've stopped us. So does this look like a passing down for us in a 3rd down and long situation? I mean,
I think if we pull the guard and tackle again, because that's what we quit doing. We started running the opposite side and really didn't pull the guard and tackle, and he kind of blocked straight up.
Well, I mean, if we've established the weak side of their defense, then that's what we've done. I mean, certainly if we're going to go to the wide side of the field like we did earlier, they had good pursuit on the backside, so it probably miss a block or 2.
Oh, we're going to have a timeout, and we just had a shout out for one of our therapists for the, if we can get that up there again, we greatly appreciate it. Give a shout out to, we're going to have one of our official team physicians, Dr. Wes Stotler of Tulsa Bone and Joint, is looking out for the safety of our patients tonight. Thanks. Yes, indeed, a player's patients. Well, that's what they turn into.
They can.
But definitely for our players, I've been to Tulsa Bone and Joint and had a shoulder surgery done there, tore my rotator cuff.
Oh, wow.
And had it repaired there, had it repaired. And great job. They do great work. Great story behind it. Actually, I blew the entire rotator cuff out. I did an MRI, and the doctor showed me, he goes, you see this hole right here? That's not supposed to be there. Stuff belongs there. He goes, how you are still functioning is beyond me. And to make a long story short, he said, do you mind if I use these MRIs to show students how bad a rotator cuff can be blown? I said, sir, I don't mind you doing it as long as you paint me in a good light and not say I was a wimp.
All right. That's a good story.
So Comets get it. They gave it right back to Reese. And the hybrid's going to be wrapped up and brought down as they try to go off tackle. And that's going to be a short gain, and we're going to have to punt this one away. It's 4th down and 9 after a gain of 2. And the Comets got they're going for this.
Well, I'm not sure what our timeout was for. But
I don't think we had enough people in the right spot. That's probably what it was, because it was something McMurray saw, and he was just like, whoa, this isn't right. And I mean, you're good to have senior leadership see something like that. You know what I mean? And he's back to pass, and he's looking, steps up in the pocket, throws in and out of the hands of the receiver, and it's intercepted as McMurray just takes a shot, and he's going to be brought down out of bounds at about the 49-yard line of the Comets, and he threw another bullet and shot right through Corey Lewis's hands, and Corey had it 1st down.
Yeah. Well, it's just it was a tough throw, man, a tough pass to catch.
As you can see the replay here, he had some blocking. He steps up in the pocket, took a shot, and it just went right through Corey Lewis's hand, and Corey would have had the 1st down if he could have brought that one in. And again, he has a lot of heat on that ball. This kid can throw. But again, mistake. Comets have an opportunity to take the lead here, but now the defense is going to have to step up and get the ball back.
Well, defense is going to have to play. Yeah, I mean, defense is definitely going to have to step it up, because we know we weren't supposed to make mistakes in this game against Tahlequah. I mean, we can't afford any mistakes against this game, so definitely defense has got to come in and repair the damage.
And he has his running back in motion. Hands it off to his running back. Turn his corner. He has a block. Still on his feet. And they're going to bring him down about the 40-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of about maybe 10, actually, right on the free up. But it should be a first down. Are they going to give it to him? Yes, they are. They're going to give it to him. Nope, they're calling second down in inches. I mean inches. I thought it was a first down, but it's second down in inches. So he gets his offense set. Quarterback sends his man in motion. He gets a snap. He rolls it off to his hand running back, trying to turn the corner. And the Comets are there, but he drops his head, gets through a little hole. He'll pick up 2 yards on that play and get a first down for the Tigers.
Number 20 for a run of 2 yards and a Tiger first down.
Well, that's a play we really needed back on, second and 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Second and 8, that kind of thing.
Exactly. So the Tigers going, the Comets looking like they're kind of getting it set, and everybody finally gets up to the line. He sends his running back in motion, sends another back in motion, and he's going to take the handoff, and he's going to keep it. And they're waiting on him. He spins off the first hit, spins around some more, and then finally gets driven backwards after a gain of 4. And there were several Comets in on that tackle.
Quarterback keeper for a gain of 2.
Yes, indeed. You're going to have Goverick in there on that tackle as well as Slayton and everything, and he's going to gain about 3 on that play, so it'll be second down and 7.
That was a good job by the defense not to take the jet sweep fake, stay home and make the tackle.
I figured out what he does. The first hit, he spins automatically.
Yeah.
He doesn't drop his head. He doesn't lower his shoulders. He just takes the hit and he spins. He waits for you to make contact, and he
he's
spins.
hoping you're not wrapping up. Exactly. If he spins out of your tackle, you're really not wrapping up.
Exactly, and he's going to keep this when he protects the football, jumps over a guy, and he will pick up a first down after a gain of about 12 on that play.
For a gain of about 13.
And they're getting too many yards on that.
Yep, and it's almost kind of like the defense forgot, the assignments again and have to be kind of reminded here. And it's almost kind of like you can see we're not in gear yet. Right. It's like we're still haven't, picked up, hit our stride. And he's going to keep this one. He's looking for a gap, and he's going to be wrapped up, still on his feet, and they're going to stand him up, and they finally blow the whistle so he doesn't get hurt. And he's going to gain 2 on that play. Gain tackle by the Comets.
Yeah, what they're really doing over there, you can see they're bringing 2 backs to the tight end side.
Yes.
It's really an overload.
It is.
It's really an overload to the play side, and they're getting the seal off the edge, and they're getting through, or they're kicking out our outside linebacker and getting between the tackles with those extra blockers on that side. It's almost like you want to stunt, you want a gap exchange, you want to kind of screw up that blocking scheme with some kind of stunts on the inside, outside. With your linebackers, with your edge guys, something like that to kind of mess up that blocking assignment.
Well, it's second down and 6 after a gain of 4 there. Yeah, we're going to have offsides. Nope, somebody jumped. Yeah, it's going to be offsides on the offense.
All right, that helps.
Yes, it does. So instead of second and 6, it's going to be second down and 11. So, Comets will get a break here. See if they can make something happen out of this.
All right, so now they go doubles on each side of the field, so they spread us out.
They're probably going to run wide side of the field. Normally when they spread like this, he runs to the wide side of the field. If he runs to the short side, I'll be shocked. But he's probably trying to get to the wide side of the field. See if they can spread it out here. Yep, and there he's quick slant.
Oh!
Incomplete. Right off the hands of his intended receiver. He threw a bullet, and it's third down and 11. It bounced right off the hands of his receiver.
Yeah,
both quarterbacks are throwing heat, man.
Yeah, well, it's pretty cold out, dude. It's pretty cold out, and then that ball that going at that speed hits your hands.
Yeah.
It's your hands have got to be warm and ready to go.
It's like trying to catch a brick. So third down here and long for the Tigers. Comets trying to get him off the field and get the ball back and try to see if they can take the lead here tonight. So they've trailed the entire game.
Again, they got to spread out.
And they're rolling.
They like to roll that
run. He steps up in the pocket, and he's spinning around, and he's going to be hit and wrapped up and brought down there. No gain on the play. Sack. As the Comets finally get him down, and it's going to be fourth down, no gain. And I think somebody lost a shoe. No, he lost his towel, and they're going to go ahead and bring the kicking team out here. Yes, they are. They're going to go for a field goal here. As a quarterback, man, we did a delayed blitz, and that's what helped because he shot the gap and just messed his whole timing up because he was looking for somebody to break free in the end zone, and once that messed him up, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, let's get in and block this one. We can do it.
Yes, they do. They come through, and he puts a leg in it. It's like it's shifting.
He did
and
not
it's
make
missed.
it. Here we go, baby. Way to go, D.
Comets is going to pull it after turning over an interception, and the defense stands, and now they missed the field goal, so some momentum from the Comets side finally.
Yeah, way to take advantage of those mistakes, man. So I do like it when they roll that quarterback out. I mean, that's what we got to do is send some heat on that quarterback when he's back there to throw.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
coverage looked really good in the secondary, you know, and they roll him out, and there was no way for him to run.
Yeah,
I mean, we had the edge, so we were pursuing out to the boundary, you know, with him so that he couldn't take off to the boundary. And, man, it was just a great job by the defense on that play.
Now, when we shot that gap, that's pretty much all we needed. Man in motion, give it to Corey Lewis on a jet sweep, like you like to call it. And he tried to cut back, and they bring it. Oh, we got a flag.
Yeah, that should be a personal foul right there.
I don't know if they used his face mask or not, but that flag flew all the way in the back. But the back judge threw that one, so I don't know if that's a face mask or holding. No, he did the holding signal. He did the holding signal. Yeah, it's going to be against us. Let's see if they take it. They may not take it because we didn't get anything. So it's going to be holding on the Comets, and they will take the penalty.
Oh, I was hoping that was a face mask.
I was hoping Corey would have stayed outside, but he tried to cut back, and man, he cut back. He cut right into the heart of that defense, and they were waiting on him. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Comets will get the ball, replay first down, and it'll be 1st and 20.
A picture we heard from the side. Please come to the press box.
So 1st down and 20 for the Comets. He has a man in motion, fake the jet sweep, and they give it to Bolton, and Bolton tries to go off tackle, and he will get nowhere, maybe a yard. They're going to give him 2 on that.
It's a white iPhone, looks like iPhone 4. It's in Spanish language with a picture of the globe on the cover.
So 2nd down and about 18 now for the Comets. Deep in a hole here. They got to get out of this hole, and they got to get the 1st down. So
I'm just seeing a lot of similarities between us and Tahlequah.
It really is.
Offensive side
it
of the football.
really is.
You know, with the jet sweep, with the give,
Yes.
and I mean, it looks a lot like what they do.
If we can run to their weak side like we did with Reese Jones, I think they would help out. But we're going to be back to pass, and then McMurray steps up and he jumps over a guy, and he's going to pick up about 4 on that play. It's going to be 3rd down. But, man, he dropped back to pass, and they shot somebody in the back, and McMurray saw it. He took off and able to jump over a guy, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 13 now.
3rd down and 14 for
So the Comets have their hands full trying to get a 1st down with 3:48 and counting in this half. The clock's running fast here because, let's just face it, both teams are running the ball. And when you run the ball, when you don't throw a lot of passes, you get the clock runs a lot faster.
Yeah, I see it. So we really got to put the ball up in the air right now.
Yes, we do. 3rd down and long. He fakes the handoff. He drops back. Quick slant to O.C. Walker. Screen. Walker's going to get it. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage and be brought down. So it's going to be 4th down and 10. And the Comets will be kicking this one away. So the Comets get a break with the missed field goal, but not able to capitalize on it. So it'll be 4th down and 9, and they'll be kicking this one away.
A little bit like the after that first series where we each get scores, and now it's a dogfight.
Exactly. It just turns into who wants it more. And you hate to say that, but that's pretty much what it's turning into now. Who wants it more? Nice snap. Low line drive and kick. Yeah, and it needs to roll, and it will roll. It will get past the 50. And the Comets will let it die, and they will kill it at the 44-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. Now, with that being done, now the Comets defense, again, going to have to get them out of there. 3 and out again, or get these guys to get off the field so we can, as long as it's a 7-3 game, there's a good chance. You know what I mean? But once it turns 14-3, you really got to start moving.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially our offense. I mean, you can look at that series, and with the penalties, what killed us.
Yes, exactly. But you can see we haven't got settled yet.
Well, that's okay because they got to turn around and look at their coach. You're talking about defense or
offense? Offense we haven't got set yet,
No.
But the defense was waiting, and then they waited. They're going to have trips to the far side of the field. He's going to keep it, looking to run, and they grab him by the jersey, and he's going to get about 5 on this play, maybe 4. And looks like they're going to give him about 4 on that play. And it's going to be 2nd down and 6. No, they're going to give him 5, so 2nd down and 5. As they wait for their play, again, the Comet defense fighting. They're giving it all they got. Coach, you can't,
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, I know those seniors in there just clawing away, fighting for every inch of field that they can get and every gap that they can get into.
He's going to hand that one off, and right there.
Stopped.
Yes, he is. He is stopped. And in there on that stop is Ryan Jeffries, number 18.
Talk about the comments.
Great job, man. Way to get in that gap and stay in that gap and read the play.
Yes, indeed.
And get that tackle.
So no gain. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Not chasing.
Nope.
Being right there where he's supposed to be in his assignment, doing his job.
So here we go. As the offense looks set, but then they.
Yeah, we're looking at showing some blitz here with 2 linebackers on the line of scrimmage. So they're trying to figure out what they need to change, and I think we got to send somebody. And we got Davis out here on the edge, number 78.
And he's coming in.
He's coming in.
And it's long. And it's going to be caught. And a miss arm tackle, and he will take it to the house. Pass completed to number 4 for the Tigers, and an arm tackle by the Comets, and he will go into the end zone.
Well, we had a blitz coming.
Yes, they did, but everybody was in his place. It's just poor tackling. That ball he never should have got to the end zone. It should have been a 1st down. He never should have got to the end zone. Well, maybe this might make the Comets up, because remember the last time the Comets played down from behind, they sped things up and they got a rhythm going, and things changed. So.
Yeah, 10-3, Sky took over Collinsville at the moment.
And the field goal is good. So with 1:04 left in the 3rd quarter, Comets find themselves in an 11-point hold, trailing 14-3 to the Tigers.
Yeah, I think the key with this game is, we're going to get fired up on offense.
Yes.
I think that we might be missing some key blocks there on the offensive line.
Yes.
The coach had an opportunity to talk to a couple of those guys and say, hey, make sure you're getting hats on hats, getting your assignments, because this is it. We got to have a touchdown right here.
Oh, we have to just keep this game close, because they're eating a lot of clock.
Well, in the district points too. I mean, we're talking about district points that we want to maintain not only the victory but the points as well. So, I mean, especially the victory. I mean, it's key to the 2nd place in this district and a home field game for the playoffs.
Again, you do not want to be on the road for the playoffs, and I've always said that. And one thing about you don't want to be on the road.
Well, the playoffs are tough enough as it is.
Yes.
I mean, much less being away, and who knows where you got to, wherever you got to travel. We'll have to look at the bracket and see how it's all going to kind of play in.
And I'm not sure if that scoreboard's right, but the comments show 2 timeouts, and Tahlequah has 4. I only thought it was 3.
Yeah.
And Alvarez is going to get this one, and he's going to have some return room.
Good block.
And he's going to get a good block by Bolton, and I think Bolton just got a stinger. Yeah, Bolton got a stinger.
Oh, man.
Yes, he did. Bolton got a stinger. Yes, indeed. And Bolton is down. He took one to the gut almost. The guy turned sideways and kind of put his arm up to brace the impact. And I think Bolton took that arm in the gut.
Comets take over from the 38.
So the Comets with pretty good field position here on the 38-yard line. We're under 1 minute left in the 3rd as they check on Bolton. He might have got the wind knocked out of him, because like I said, when he went to go make that block, the guy he was going to hit turned sideways and put his arm up to, kind of brace for shock.
Oh, he's up. He's up. He's all right. It was a tough hit. I mean, I heard the pads cracking from up here.
Yes, indeed.
Too.
Well, we need him, because he is definitely one of our runners. So.
And we definitely hear lots of things being outside.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's what when they do make the new stadium, when that thing is finally erected and we get that, we're going to miss that, because we're going to be further away. And our window's not going to be open. So
someone's car keys.
Oh, I just like
either come to the booth and get them, or we're going to go after them.
I like it. I just love it. It's awesome out here.
Oh, it is. The atmosphere is just electric. It really is. Even though we're down right now, it's still electric atmosphere. And they're going to give it to Reese again, and Reese is going to try to get outside. And they read that when they sniffed it out, and they're going to give him maybe 2 on that play, if not 1. See where they spot this one.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going to like an outside zone kind of play towards the short side of the field.
Yeah, the sideline becomes the next defender, man.
And you're really counting on offensive line. I mean, they're getting hats on hats, you know, and they're doing a really good – I mean, they're really working hard. They're doing a good job. I mean, Tahlequah did a really good job of pursuit of the boundary that time.
So they're going to do no gain on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. We're under 30 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to give it to Reese again, and Reese right off tackle, man. Right off guard. Still moving, and he's going to have a first down.
From 11-yard carry, and a Bishop Kelly first down.
Boy, man.
I'm sure Mr. Bolton is like, hey, Coach, I'm better. Let me in.
Oh, Mathis, number 37, one of our seniors at fullback right there, just got a great block on a linebacker, man. Just got his helmet, just got his hat on him and his hands on him. Great block, and just helped spring that run for Mr. Jones.
Yes, the hybrid as the third quarter will come to an end. Comets trail 14-3 as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. A lot needs to happen tonight for the Comets. This offense needs to get in gear because the defense, other than that last play, had actually really kind of kept Tahlequah under wraps. But again, that was a good pass, but poor tackling. I mean, it was poor tackling. And even if he did catch that pass, he never should have got to the end zone.
Yeah, and I was looking at the 2 linebackers coming up to the line of scrimmage, and I don't think we sent them. I know we sent Davis from the edge. Davis was way out here playing edge, number 78, and so they look like they're going to send him in off the edge over to try and get that quarterback. Man, I don't know. I don't think we sent those linebackers. Otherwise, if we did, they definitely got blocked, and that was some good pass protection, by the offensive line for Tahlequah. All right, so we have really the wind has kind of picked up just a little bit.
Yes, it has.
We definitely have it to our back, if not from our right to our left.
So 1st down and 10 for the Comets. I think we should stick with this fullback. I think it's worked for us most of the season. You know what I mean? Back to pass, quick pass. Corey Lewis catches it. He will have a 1st down, brought down.
What a great route.
Yes, indeed, by number 17, Michael Booth.
Oh, man, that corner was fighting on the go route big time. He was fighting on the go route. God, that was great. That was a great route.
He knows Corey has speed, and he's trying to keep up with him, so he was backing up just in case he did start sprinting up the field, and when Corey cut him short.
Corey says, psych.
When he cut it short, it threw him. It really did. It threw him. So the Comets with a 1st down here, trying to move down the field here and cut back into this deficit.
There's a receiver open right there.
He has a receiver.
And he's right underneath.
And he's going to have to throw this away, and he's going to get it to Corey, and it'll be thrown away. He had OC cutting across the other way, but he had to throw across his body to get there.
Well, and he had Corey underneath right here on the drag route.
Yes.
But I think we were just looking to go deep.
Yes, I think so. In a situation like this, you got to take what you got. You know what I mean? You got to take what you get. Got to take what you get. You can hear the student section is celebrating. One of the drumline guys played the drums actually upside down.
Oh, yes, that's a stunt that I like a lot. It's pretty cool.
And they're going to give it to Reese, and Reese off tackle.
Great job.
Yeah, but he's going to pick up like 7 on that play. They're going to give him 6.
Reese Jones for a gain of 5.
Reese truck coming through.
Holly Moore, your debit card, still in the press box.
That's a truck horn for
yes, indeed.
those that aren't quite sure.
So 3rd down, Comets need this 1st down because they get momentum. It's almost like they get momentum, and then just like right when you look like they got it, something happens and it stalls. So see what McMurray and the Comets have up their sleeve here. He's going to give it back up to Reese, and Reese is looking for a hole. They're going to get him from behind. Yes, they did. And he's going to get maybe 2 on that play, make it 4th down and 2. But we're in that area where you can punt and pin them deep. But you know what I mean? It's 4th and 3. You need to score. You're down 2. You're down 2 scores.
Yeah, and 11 district points as well that go against you. So yeah, I think that the the first down has got to happen.
Well,
and I think, throwing a route to get to the first down is really what you need.
I'd say do that same one Corey deep and have him come back.
Yeah, you can do the same one over here. OC's over here to our far right.
Yes, indeed, and he throws one to
Nice.
Corey. Corey turns up the field, spins, and he'll be brought down, but he will have the first down.
Yeah, Corey Lewis.
Braxton stop.
First down.
Stops on the tackle.
All right, Mr. Michael Bolton's back in.
That's good to see, because boy, that
Mr. Michael Bolton.
Let's not even start that again.
I know, I can't believe I started that. It's David Bolton, you guys.
I know,
It's
it is
not
David
really-
Bolton, and I think the guy's great. He really is.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
going to give it to Bolton, and he's looking for a hole, and he cuts
Nice
back,
cut back.
and he gets a lane, and he's going to pick up like about 5 on that one.
That was a good route by Corey. I mean, it's just that speed.
But that's what I said. Why not give it to Corey? And
It's just that speed. And then you turn around, you throw it to OC, you turn around, and I mean, it's just that receiver core is just really good. I mean,
I
that's seventh.
still like the fullback for the running back off to the side. I think it's a great way to do it. I really do. Because you give him one more protective block, and he's going to give it to Bolton, and Bolton around the corner, baby, touchdown!
OC Walker throws a block in the end zone to make sure that we get in the end zone.
So the Comets now with 9:18 left in this ball game I guess the offense finally woke up here. Because it was great blocking to the short side of the field. And look at Bolton. He is hyped. I mean, he is yelling at the crowd like, wake up. We are in a ball game.
He says, get loud, folks.
Exactly.
Get loud.
Are we going? I know we're not going for 2 here. We just need the field goal. And here's a snap. The kick is up.
It's good.
And Stravosky puts it through.
Great job, kick team, because they were coming after it.
9:18 left in the ball game. Comets make it a game again, down 4, 14-10. Now all the pressure falls back onto the defense. Coach, it falls all back onto the defense. And can the defense get these guys out? As you can see the replay here, he had a gap right off the side, and no one touched him. That gap, that hole was so wide, he was able to run through on an angle, turn the corner, and cut back, and no one touched him. I mean, no one put a hand on him as he got into the end zone.
I think we were on the right hash, too.
He was on the short side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, Coach is going after it. Coach puts Bolton back in the game because he's ready to go. And count on them. The offensive line did a good job.
What did I tell you? Hey, Coach, after he saw Reese Jones, Coach, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better, Coach.
I'm ready.
I'm ready, Coach. I'm feeling better. So we'll see how Stravosky kicks this, because they got a good return the last time. And this is going to be a high angle kick. They put it all the way towards the hash, and he almost stepped out of bounds trying to return this. And there's
what a tackle!
game tackle and down inside the 10. He fumbled the ball, and the Comets got it. He fumbled the ball, and there's a penalty.
Watch the penalty.
The referee threw his bag down, which means there was a fumble. The other refs didn't see it, and they haven't called it yet, but he threw his bag down, claiming it was a fumble. No, they're going to say he was down.
Yeah, they're going to see. Yep,
they're going to say they're going to say he's down.
No fumble on the play.
Yeah, they're going to call him down, but we have a flag now. And what is this? And then this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, depends on who it is, because there was a big scrum.
Yeah, it could have been under the pile. Could have been anybody under the pile.
Exactly.
And that looks like it's going against us.
No, it's going against them. That's all. You're going to have dead ball, personal foul. Yes, it's going to go against It's going to go against Tahlequah. That's going to put them half the distance to the goal. That ball will be on the 6-yard line.
I'm looking at the body language of some of our players down there on the field, and they look just
Bolton is down there just yelling at everybody like, wake up. It is impressive to see these. I told Coach when I went on the field, I feel a lot of energy from these guys, and it's starting to come out finally. With 9:08 left in the ball game, the Comets got these guys pinned deep. They got to get these guys off the field, turn the ball over or something.
Turn the ball over.
Yeah, you got to turn them over and get these guys off the field. And he's going to keep it. He's just trying to look for a hole. He cuts back up the field, and they're going to finally get him. No, he is still running, spinning and running, and they finally get him down after a gain of 8. I told you, that guy doesn't drop his shoulder. He just spins. He stands upright, and he just spins. That's all he does. He lets you hit him, and then he rolls. That's all he does.
We had him, too. I mean, we had him in the cutback, too. He had a lane open on the cutback, and we had him. Couldn't take him down. Got to wrap up.
I'm telling you, all he does.
Got to wrap up because he's going to spin out of any kind of weak arm tackle that you put on him.
So it's 2nd down and 2. They're going to give it 2nd and 1 as everyone finally gets set here. Comets need to get these guys off the field. And quarterback's going to keep it. He jumps over a guy to get the first down.
Oh, he ain't going.
Yeah.
That was, man, I don't know. Oh,
yeah,
man.
he got it. He's like right at the first down marker. Right at the first down marker.
That was good defense right there. That was good defense. He just got too much.
So 8-16 as time becomes a huge factor now.
Yeah, I really feel like this series right now, I mean, defense looks like they've got a pretty good handle on things as far as what's going on with their offense. We just got to keep fired up. I mean, not make any mistakes right now on defense.
Most definitely. As a quarterback, he's actually dropped back to pass, and he throws it.
And he
airs it out. He has a man, and he just throws it out of bounds. I told you that guy had an arm. He led his receiver out of bounds, though. But, man, Corey, I guess, underestimated him. But he caught up with the young man. He did. He caught up with the receiver. But, boy, did he put some air on that thing and push. He just led him out of bounds. So that'll make it 2nd down and 10, which bodes well for the Comets, actually.
Yeah, you got to wonder. Let's take a look and see how this guy fares against this cornerback over here, number 6.
I think more of the time, most of they go after Corey because he's smaller. And they think, hey, he's that small, put somebody big over there, or somebody a little bit bigger than he is, or faster, you think faster than he is, and go after him. They may go after him again here. Nope, he's going to keep this one. He's going to try to get around the corner. He's looking for a lane, and he gets it. And Comets are hanging on to him, and they're going to give him 5. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Gain tackle by the Comets. And that's pretty much all you can say is gain tackle because it takes everybody to bring the guy down.
Well, I mean, they're out there. I mean, I saw a double team on one of our linebackers. I'm seeing a double team on a linebacker right there. I mean, this means that there's gaps. There's lanes in there, and there's gaps in there that those defensive linemen are getting into, and they're making plays.
Let's make some
Here we go, baby.
So 3rd down and 5. It's going to be interesting to see if we can get these guys off the field here as everybody's trying to get in position finally. They finally got their play. As you can see, he fakes it. He's trying to do a quick pass. He steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be hit. And he's getting the first down. It is 4th down and 3.
After a 2-yard gain.
And you got to give it. Oh, man, he took a shot, and he's slow to get out.
Culver was in there.
Yeah, Culver laid a lick on him, man, and he was slow to get. He still got his hands on his hip. I don't think he knows where he is right now. He might have got his bell rung. I mean, look how he's walking off the field. Yeah, he took a shot. Culver put a shot on him. I think he spun into him, actually. He tried to spin and spun right into Culver, and Culver just laid it. I mean, he laid the lick on him.
Wow, defense bends, but don't break.
You can see him on the sideline jumping around trying to. Whoa, what a kick. Bolton's going to fair catch it.
Oh, no.
Golly. David Bolton called fair catch, and it bounced off his chest, and there was a Tiger right there, and he landed right in his arms.
Tough break right there.
Yes, it is. Very tough break. You do a great 3 and out. Get those guys off the field. As you can see, it bounced off his shoulder, and there Johnny on the spot for the Tigers, and he recovers the fumble. Number 16, Morgado.
Well, this is a big test for defense right here. This is a big time gut check for defense.
I think the quarterback is shell-shocked. I think we got a good shot at racking him.
We got to get back there and make some things happen on that pass.
And they're going to hand it up. He's going to hand the ball off, and he's still trying to run with it. And they're going to get Kozar running off the field late. Illegal substitution, yeah. They're going to get him for running off the field late. So that's going to be automatic 5 yards. Nope. This guy's going to be against us. Illegal substitution. Now they can take it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Are they going to waive it? No, they're going to wave the flag. No, they say he got off the field.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good. They're going to wave the flag and said he got off the field in time. We have too many guys out there.
Yeah, we still have too many guys out there.
We still have too many guys out there. So they're going to waive it. That's good because he got past the hash mark. He was by the numbers, so he really wasn't in the play. And so I'm about to say some refs do allow you to, if they see you doing everything you can to get off the field, they do kind of let you slide. So
Kozar's got some wheels, man. He can get off the field if he has to.
We saw that with that fumble he picked up and ran it in. So 6:08 and counting. The Comets, they can give up a field goal, but they can't give up anything else, if that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to get the ball back and score because offense is firing on all cylinders right now. And this is a true test for the defense. Big time gut check.
Yes, indeed. Big time gut check.
The clock ticking right now, less than 6 minutes.
And they're going to call a timeout. The Tigers were unsure what they wanted to do. Coach, I'm telling you, that shot he took by Culver, he's not himself. He's actually more gingerly running through the hole. Normally he just tuck his shoulder and take off, but that last run before the penalty, he was literally like, okay, let me, he was literally looking for a sure hole before he took off running.
Well, and that's the risk you take when you run your quarterback as much as they do.
Exactly.
I mean, he's taking a punishment with this defense. This defense, when they get their pads low, they can hit.
Like a Viper alarm system. So if you have a Ford and don't want me to drive off with it, come see me up at the press box.
So the Comets, after that timeout taken, both teams have spent a timeout in this half. So here we go. Defense trying to see if they can not give up a first down here. He sends a man in motion. And the quarterback's got to roll. He cuts back. And he went straight down. He avoided a lot of contact. He went straight. I told you, this guy, he doesn't have that fire he had earlier. He took that shot. He gained 3 on that play. It's 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, I think he's lost a little in the giddy up.
Yeah, that last shot he took, he's not as feisty as he was. And all right. You could tell. I mean, he went down close. He went straight down.
Oh yeah.
And how many times have we seen him stand up and just spin and spin? Right. He went straight to the ground. He didn't even try to fight for more yards.
Big down right here.
Yes, it is. Very big down. Very big down. Very big down. Man in motion. Quarterback. He is back to pass. He has. Oh, we're going to have false start. Yes, and the Comets will get a break.
Yes.
So that instead of 3rd and 5, it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
All right, let's come after that quarterback. If they're going to drop back to pass, we got to send some folks after him.
I don't think he's dropping back. He's just in the shotgun. I don't think he wants to drop back.
We got to come after him.
Oh, yeah, we got to put some heat on this guy because I don't think he's going to just take off running. He'll probably try to, maneuver in the backfield, but. So 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. If the Comets can get them here without letting them pick up a first down, this is their territory. They would have to go for it or either just pin us deep, one of the two, or try that field goal to make it, the 7-point game. And so here we go. It's man in motion. He stops it. He's going to keep it, and he's trying to pass. He only is. Bryce Alonzo gives him away, and he's going to be forced out of bounds, loses yards, and the Comets hold. Great coverage in the secondary. They don't give up a pass at all. Force him out of bounds for a 4-yard, make it a 7-yard loss. So it's going to be 4th down and 17 for the Tigers, and they're probably going to punt this one away. 4:40 left. Yes, as you can see him. I told you that hit coach, he is not the same.
Yeah,
he's not the same.
Yeah.
Yes, he is not the same.
Yeah.
And he didn't even look good when he was trying to scramble to throw that ball away. I mean, that bodes well for us. And Bolton has been relieved actually of
Jack Griffin out there.
Yeah, Griffin out there. Griffin's out there. High snap.
This is going to be tough.
He's going to try to angle it, and he is.
Oh, let it go out of bounds.
And it does.
Yes.
Here comes my favorite part. Here comes my favorite part.
Do it. All right.
Man.
Yeah, baby. Look at that. That's it.
So the Comets will get the ball. Actually, as you can see, the coach for Tahlequah is like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That ball went out at the 20-yard line."
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know the game on the game show.
He's never seen the Price is Right.
Yeah, he doesn't know. So.
It never stops when you want it to.
That's right.
And they're going to give that to Bolton. Bolton's trying to turn the corner. He cuts back, makes the guy miss on his feet. Woo! Brought down after a gain of about They're going to give him 7 on that play, so it'll be 2nd down and 3. Time is still on our side. 2 timeouts. If we can get this ball down the field, score, not a field goal, score, and leave them with a minute.
Without calling any timeouts.
Yes, without calling any timeout. Leave them with a minute. I think we got a chance to steal this one. And they're going to give it to Bolton again. Short side of the field. He runs into a guy. He cuts back, and he has room to run. 1st down. He literally ran into his own man. He was like, where am I going? And then he cuts back. As they have an injured player. Actually, we have 2 injured Tigers on the field. Well, they both get up. Okay, they both get up. They're both getting off. One's going to stay. The other, no, they're both going to stay. Well, they both rolled around like they ran into each other.
Offensive line's got to understand they're starting to wear these guys down.
Exactly. That's what's happening. You're right. They're wearing them down now.
And so they got to be going full go, 110% every single play blocking these guys because they got them.
And
I mean, they're driving that nose tackle.
And McMurray gets away. He's going to get about a yard, maybe 2 out of that.
I mean, we drove the nose tackle 5 yards down the field till he got pancaked.
Yes, indeed. So that's going to be a gain of 1, make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd down and 9, Comets. You know what? I'm liking the hybrid right now. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm liking the hybrid right now, man.
The Reese truck.
Yes, indeed, the Reese truck, man.
He'll turn you into.
And they're going to give it to Bolton again. He's trying to turn the corner. He cuts back, makes the guy miss. Still on his feet. And he's going to get past the 50 and get into Tahlequah territory. So it's going to be about 3rd down and about 4. See where they spot this. Yeah, about 3rd down and 4 for the Comets. Bolton is trying to turn the outside, and he's not seeing his open hole off the guard instead of around the tackle. And he gives it again, and he's going to cut inside, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to have the first down. No, yeah, he should. He should have it here. Yes, he will, and they will say 1st down. Woo! And Bolton gets helped up. And I think this is a great redemption for this young man, especially after that fumble. But the Comet defense got him off the field, so the mistake wasn't a costly one. But we're going to have a flag on the play, and that's going to be illegal motion against the Comets, 5 yards.
Man.
We played 3rd down. Wow.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yes, indeed.
Illegal shift by the Comets.
Yeah, I'm sorry, illegal shift. Yes, illegal shift by the Comets. 2 people moving at the same time.
That
did not get set.
That's got to be driving Coach crazy.
Oh, my goodness, after a great run.
Last game of the season, and we're doing that. Come on.
Actually, it should be 2nd down because it was 3rd down and 2, wasn't it? Nope. And he's going to keep this one. He's going to roll out. He has room. He's looking for somebody. No one is open. And he has room.
He's got right there. He's got his brother wide open down the field. Come on,
he sees him.
Get there. Come on! And it's going to be down at the 1-yard line. The 130-yard pass. McMurray to McMurray connection. 1st and goal, but there's a flag on the play. Oh my God.
Oh my. There's a flag on the play. He saw his brother down the field, and they're pointing towards the defense, and I'm not sure if this is against the defense.
It's got to be defensive holding.
And no, McMurray just walked away with his head down. He did. He walked away with his head down.
It's a holding call.
Yeah, it's going to be holding. Yep, it's going to be holding.
Golly.
Yep, going to be holding. And that's going to come back. No, illegal, ineligible receiver downfield. Yep, ineligible.
What's he doing?
Now, which one is he doing? He said he did ineligible. It's going to be false start.
False start on the Comets.
Penalty will be declined. We have ineligible receiver downfield, and that'll be loss of down. So it's going to be 3rd down. So, man, he had his brother wide open. And, well, I'm kind of glad he didn't score because then that would have hurt more.
Yeah.
That hurt more. At least we can still get a 1st down here.
I mean, I'm thinking it's really tough for the offensive lineman not to get downfield when your quarterback's running all over the place.
Exactly. When he's scrambling, you think he's going to run.
Brings it 3rd and 14 for the Comets.
So the Comets need a 1st down now. It's late in the game. You can get half of it now and get the other half on 4th down instead of trying to get it all on one shot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And he has a man in motion, fakes the handoff to Corey Lewis. He's back to pass, steps up in the pocket. He's got to throw it. He does. And he tried to reach his brother, so it would be 4th down.
Pass is incomplete.
Now the question is, do they go for it? It's 4th down to 14. Do we go for this? We got 2 timeouts, minute 48. You have no choice.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, minute 48. You got
now
to.
We've got to get a 1st down.
Yes. That's why I said you get half of it now, and then the other half on 4th down to try instead of trying to get it all. And you got to tell, you can hear everywhere, yeah, take a timeout because these guys are spent. Let's just be real. I mean, you've had these guys running up and down the field. As we're going to take a timeout at 1:48. I mean, these guys are spent running up and down the field. So hopefully the Comets can get this first down. If not, they'll have one timeout left, and after that timeout, Tahlequah can just sit on the ball. And that'll be pretty much all she wrote. And you really don't want to end like this. As you can see this replay, as he was scrambling, and he had a man downfield. Yes, he had his man. He tried. You saw him trying to back up and block, but it was too late. But man, he had his brother all the way down the field. He caught it on the 6-yard line and got tackled at the 2. And so we'll see. Can the Comets do it? The ball game lies right here. This is it.
Yeah, I mean, with Sky Street beating Collinsville 10-3. This is what we got to have right now.
But the thing to it, though, we just need a first down. You don't have to make it all up.
Absolutely.
Get the first down. Get the first down. You don't need a touchdown out of this. Get the first down. Give yourself 4 more downs. And he's going to give it to Bolton. A reverse pass. A flea flicker. He has 2 men wide open. God! Yes! First down, Comets!
What a good call, Coach. What a call.
I don't see any flag. Pass complete 2.
His brother again. He found his brother McMurray down the middle of the field, and he caught the ball at his highest point. When you thought he was going to wait for it to come into his hands, he jumps up and catches it at his highest point with his hands, brought it into his body, and went down. First down for the Comets. They can actually milk this clock now. And bobble snap, and McMurray's going to keep it. He has room to run. He's going to be brought down behind. Man, bobbled snap, he kept it, and he's going to pick up 5 on the play. So second down and 5, and the clock now becomes our friend.
Big time. Great job protecting the football.
I said we didn't need a touchdown. We just needed a first down, but man, that almost turned into a touchdown. Bolton to get it again. He cuts back inside. Still on his feet. He's going to get a first down. Let's see where he's spotted.
Oh, yeah. He's
going to be short one. It's going to be, nope, they're giving it to him.
Yeah.
Yes, first and goal. Comets. Ball is on the 3-yard line.
1 minute left.
1 minute left in the game.
First and goal.
First and goal, baby.
And timeout.
Timeout, Comets.
Comets are going to take a timeout with 1 minute and 2 seconds left. Man, his brother, I don't know how he got open twice. As you can see the replay here, and McMurray scrambled around. The flea flicker worked to perfection because they didn't know who had the ball, and he just aired it out. And he had 2 men in the same spot, and his brother just went up and got it. He did. He just went up and got it. It looks like the other guy was going to try to catch it, but his brother was like, no, this one is mine. And he made sure he caught that ball. Both hands hit that ball. He secured it, brought it into his body, and hit the ground with it.
First and goal for the Comets in the 2-yard line.
So the Comets can lift this clock first and goal with a minute
on senior night.
So here we go, first and goal. Look like they have the jumbo package in. Snap, and McMurray's the ball's going to keep it. They're going to get him around the ankles. He's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. So gain, second and goal as the clock continues to run. Now Tahlequah is trying to hang on to their timeouts.
Boy, they have 2 timeouts left.
Yes, they do, and they're trying to hang on to them. And Bolton, nope, he's going to be the Diesel, and he's in! No, touchdown. Is he in? Yep. Yes, touchdown! Reese Jones in for the score with 40 seconds left in the game. Woo! The hybrid one, you start calling him the Diesel truck. And I think we got an injured player. I think number 75 for the Comets, Christopher Sire, is down. Yeah, Sire is down. He's off. He's one of the Rhinos. Sear is down. What a drive for the Comets.
Wow.
Man.
Big plays.
Big play
plays.
after big play. I mean, the one where we thought we had the first and goal, you get the penalty, you go again, then they run the flea flicker reverse, basically.
Right.
Yeah, a reverse flea flicker, and he gets his brother in the same exact spot almost, but he out jumps a defender and another player to bring the ball in.
2 big giant passes. I mean, you gotta have a baseball pitcher to be able to throw those big passes.
He let it rip too, and that flea flicker, that reverse flea flicker, he let that ball rip. He did. He let it rip. As Sire's going to get off the field, he's holding his wrist. That's not good.
No, that's not good. Hopefully he's going to be all right.
So the Comets need to secure this.
Playoffs.
Need a good snap, a good hold, and a good kick. Now the problem is they have 2 timeouts, but they have to get the ball down the field in a hurry. They do. They have to get, and all they need is a field goal to tie this thing and take it in overtime.
Right.
But we need to make this.
We need to make this, yes. Not get it blocked. Well, they got to be.
High snap, placement kick is up, and it is good.
No!
He missed it. And they said he missed it, so now a field goal wins it for the Tigers.
Ooh.
Stravosky has been clutch all season, and the moment you think he's just going to chip shot it in, he misses it. Well, you want attention and drama.
Boy, big time, man.
Yeah, he missed it. Yeah, he just hooked.
Just barely.
Yeah, it just hooked.
Not by much.
It hooked left. It hooked left at the last second on him. Yep, it hooked left.
Wow.
It just hooked left on him at the last second. You can see it. And you know what? I don't want that to haunt him. Personally, yeah. I don't want that to haunt him.
Well, it's up to defense right now.
Yes.
It really is. I mean, defense has got us this far. It's up to defense.
I'm just curious how you kick this now. Don't let it go out of bounds either. Because you know he's going to be trying to throw the ball, but again, that quarterback is not himself, Coach, and I think that helps us.
Well, with some time on the sideline, he may be a little bit better.
And he's going to have it. He's looking for some room to run. He cuts up the middle of the field, and he's going to get the ball to the 35-yard line, 37, make it to 36. Yeah, 37.
32 seconds left on the clock.
Yes, indeed. But they need to get the ball at least to the 30. They need to get the ball to our 20 in order for them to even attempt a field goal.
Yeah, we've got to put some pressure on this quarterback because they're going to want to throw the football.
Oh, he can't run the ball. They got timeouts, but why would you want to take that opportunity? You know what I mean? Burn all your timeouts with him trying to run it. And again, I don't think the kid's 100% personally. I really don't. I think the Comets did a good job. They stung him. And they're coming after him. And he's rolling. He's throwing it deep. And call!
Out of bounds.
You know, they're going to say he caught it? Yeah, they're going to say he caught it. Wow, what a play. He got it down the field into Comet territory on one pass play. Great hit from behind, but man, what a play. So now they're almost in field goal range with 26 seconds. I think they're going to try to score. I don't think they're going for a field goal.
We got it! Ball got tipped at the line! Kozar gets the interception! Coming with the ball back! 19 seconds left in the ball game! The ball is tipped at the line! Kozar jumps up and gets it, but there's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field. A sideline warning or something like that. Oh, we got a replay right here. Let's look at the replay.
Let's see the replay here. The ball's going to be tipped.
Who gets their paw up?
Okay, we're going to see what they call it. No, they're looking for a football. We didn't get a chance to see who tipped it, but Kozar got that ball. But there's a flag on the field. There is. It's going to. First down, Comets. They just make the call. Comets get the ball, but there's a penalty on the Comets. Sideline warning. Sideline warning. But now all the Comets have to do is kneel down twice, and that's the ball game because they got 2 timeouts left. And man, what a defensive stake. Coach, you said it. Defense is going to have to pull us through. And like I said, I didn't want Stravosky to be punished from that missed field goal. And that's the first. And they're going to call timeout.
And that's pressure on that quarterback.
Yes, it is.
Pressure on that quarterback. And that's
No, they're not calling a timeout. They're going to let it go.
That's it, baby.
They're going to let it go.
That's it.
Wow. The Comets, they trailed the entire game, take the lead in the fourth quarter, miss the extra point, give up a good return, give up a long pass, and then block the pass and intercept it, and they will win tonight. If you wanted excitement, you got excitement as your Comets pull off the victory, taking down Tahlequah 16-14. What a call, what a game. Yes, indeed. Folks, if you did not see this on BKTV, you need to watch this one. Coach, your thoughts?
Oh, my gosh. I think you put it all right where it should be, baby. That was awesome. Just awesome. I mean, senior stepped it up. Good job, coaches. Good job.
Yes, indeed.
Good job.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
I don't know what else to say. I almost lost my voice calling this game. And I got to announce football games for the playoffs tomorrow.
That's right, man. Big 7th grade playoff games tomorrow, man.
Oh, my goodness. My. So, folks, we're going to go ahead and let you guys go. We have nothing else really to talk about. Everything was said, done on the field. Well done, seniors. We'll see you next week for the playoffs. I believe we will be at home.
Yes.
Kevin, we did miss you. I hope you watched the whole thing. This game was something else. We're going to go ahead and say goodnight. I am CM Harbor.
Coach Axe.
This is BKTV.live. Good night, everyone.